What is up? Oh my gosh, what is up, San Antonio Spurs fans? Welcome to TSR Sports. My camera just moved and now everything's on. There we go. Welcome, Selena. Welcome to TSR Sports. A little technical difficulties. So, heads up, if you're planning on watching this game on ESPN, they're showing a college basketball game, which is far from being over. So, it's now on ESPN 3. So, ESPN, as normal, doing a terrible job handling the games that they're airing. And if you're at home watching this, make sure you put it on ESPN 3. So, welcome to the stream, live play-by-play reaction, scoreboard. You know the deal if you've been here before. If you haven't been here before, welcome, Spurs fans, Thunder fans. And hopefully we have a good game, and hopefully you smash a thumbs up to, see if we can get some new fans in here. That'd be really cool tonight. We have a huge matchup. Victor Wemby versus Chet Holmgren, the second time they've met in the regular season. And last time we saw Wemby, Joel Embiid went for 70, but that is not all on him. The whole team defense was, they could not stop him. They could not contain him. Hit the thumbs up. Make sure to subscribe. Let's get a win tonight.
Go, Spurs, go! Go, Spurs, go!
And let's say hi to the folks in the chat. Good evening, Daniel Berry, Vera, Butterfly. It's on ESPN, Bobby, but ESPN is showing an Auburn college game. So last I checked, there was like 8 minutes left in that game. And oh my gosh, I'm watching Spanish ESPN. Well, no hablo español. Let me put the English version on if I can. Because, well, if there's stats up there and it's in Spanish, then... wow, the English version is not even going on. Wow, ESPN sucks. Did I ever mention ESPN is awful? So I guess I'm going to watch the Spanish version because that's actually airing. The English version is nowhere to be found, and regular ESPN is suck. Hey, at least Roberto Alberto is one of the announcers, so there is that. Spur of the moment, Pat, good evening. Butterfly, Adrian. Oh boy, I missed a whole bunch in the chat. So, Random Kid, Anthony, Saul77. I am watching it on Sling TV. So, okay. You know, one nice thing about Sling is you get a whole bunch of ESPNs. There's ESPN 1, 2, and then 800 versions of ESPN 3, which also shows the ABC stuff. So we do have that going for us. One of the Spurs games aired over the air. Wow, Saul77, good to know. Wyatt Warren finally get to watch a whole pod because all y'all playing my team. Let's have a good game. Yes, good game. Calixto, good evening to you. And Marco, probably. I mean, Blake Wesley's getting the start. All right, I heard Trey Jones was out. I figured Blake might get the start. Thank goodness they're not starting Malachi Branham because, well, Malachi Branham, one of the worst defenders in the NBA. You guys said he was the worst. Oh, boy. Based on some stats. I couldn't find the stats that prove that. Odyssey, good evening to you. I'm excited as well. Who's getting the 10 first? I'll say Wemby gets to 10 first because SGA is the leading scorer for the Thunder. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander probably going to drop 40 on the Spurs tonight. I mean, that's just what he does. So he's not the number one option in Oklahoma City, whereas Wemby is the number one option in San Antonio. So I'll say Wemby gets a 10 first. I'm sorry you don't have ESPN 3. I'm thankful I do for the time. Stevie, 2 times, thank you for stopping in. Cowboy Axford, if you're a good evening to hear about what happened in the NBA the past 24 hours. That is a very open-ended statement. What happened in the NBA? I know there was a firing of the coach and then a hiring of a coach, but I forgot who it was that left and who went. The Bucks fired their coach, right? And then got somebody else. Was it Doc Rivers? I am so out of it. Beavis, good evening to you. Ron, a good evening. Roy Garza, doing the ravishing Rick Root. Thank you for stopping in. Mr. Z, vamos después vamos. I mean, Garrett. I only have Spanish option too. Blaze and Bacon, good evening to you. It is Doc Rivers. Okay, listen. I'll be transparent with you guys. I laid down, me and Baby Coyote. Needed a little nap-a-rooney, and I woke up at 9:10. I didn't mean to stay asleep that late, so I'm like half out of it, I'm in like zombie mode. But we needed a nap, so I'm waking up. Show him, Vic. Cheers, Rick. Show him, old mate. What am I showing? Jack, good evening to you. Fired former Spurs coach Mike Anofsky and LeBron and Griffin. Yes, I did see the Doc Rivers stuff. I feel bad for you guys that are trying to watch this game on ESPN. Correct me if I'm wrong, but are they not showing a college basketball game? I think it's Auburn and somebody else, and there's still quite a bit of time left. I understand why ESPN always does this. They try to schedule events in like the tightest window that are clearly not going to fit in that window, and then they constantly overrun into the next game. It's like constant as Northern Star. It always happens. Yes, Anthony. Fabricio Roberto in the house. My Packers got rid of Joe Garbage. I did not know that, Puerto Rico. Auburn and Bama. Thank you, Garrett. Yep, ESPN Deportes is what is happening tonight, and yes, it is BS. It's number one BS, as Conor McGregor, not Conor would say. Khabib Nurmagomedov said, this is number one bull. My Miss TSR is trying to watch. I told her it's on ESPN3. I don't think she gets it, and she does not. It's the last time we look at the phone, though, for the night. Well, until the game's over. So, I assume ESPN1 will switch to the Spurs and the Thunder game once the college game is over. Or to torture those of us on the East Coast, they're going to delay the game, start the game late, and we'll be up to like 12:30 in the morning. 3J, good evening. It's on ESPN3 Odyssey. Or I'm actually watching ESPN3 Telemundo or ESPN3 Deportes, I guess. I'm watching on the CW. Bill Land and Shining Light switching audio back and forth with you. Two computer screens, the best of both worlds. Watching on the CW. So is that where it is where you live? Interesting. Yep, that's what I have the Above the Rim view on ESPN Zenaholics. So wait, Above the Rim, is it not going to be the normal side view of the court? Is it just going to be constantly on like the backboard? Oh boy. Yeah, Baby Yoda's here. Let's not forget about Baby Yoda. Good evening, Mario. JJ Sports Coverage, good evening to you. I wonder if this is on regular ESPN yet. Above the Rim, Deportes. So, I don't know what this Above the Rim is. I've never watched Above the Rim. I guess it still says your event is about to begin. Well, I guess I'm not watching it. So, back to ESPN Deportes. All right. Mi español no bueno. Hey, I can learn some... there's English translations on the commercials. All right. Yes, Chet versus Wemby. I don't think today decides Rookie of the Year. We got a whole lot of season left. Son of Scar, good evening to you. Almost Yankees time. Not too far away. That is true, Cowboy X Factor. Yes. Don't watch Above the Rim. Camera just stays above... okay. Fashion Flexing, we don't put links here in the channel. You've been here before. That's not what this is about. But thank you for stopping in. Above the Rim is pretty bad, but considered a classic. I'm hoping I don't hate this. That's all I'll say. I'm hoping I don't hate the way ESPN shows this. I'm not watching Above the Rim. I'm just watching ESPN Deportes. And since I don't listen to the audio anyway from the game, and I obviously am doing play-by-play, I guess it won't matter if I can't hear what the hell they're saying. ESPN sucks. Yes, David. Yes, Jamie Duran, good evening to you. Zenaholic, is Wemby off the minutes restriction? Daliza, good evening. Jay Francisco, I hope we see a lot of that too. Absolutely. Ashton, I hope he does. Why you guys are pumped up tonight. I'm having a little trouble keeping up with the chat. That hasn't happened in a while. I'm glad you guys are excited for the game tonight. I'm excited. I'm rocking the old Kelvin jersey, but we got Wemby in the background. One of our loyal subscribers, you guys have seen the alien in the chat a lot. I say Phil because I know him on a first name basis. He's at the game, and Wemby for 70. It's a 30-minute restriction. Okay, July 26th, game hopefully starts any minute. I don't know how ESPN's F-up on ESPN1 is going to affect this game, as in they have a college basketball game still running. Are they going to delay our game because their game is not over yet, and this is supposed to be on ESPN1? It is on ESPN now? Please cue the game clip. Okay, I'll show the game.
Sucker!
Is it not? No, there's still 6 minutes left of Auburn, and 6 minutes. They better not delay our game for like that. This basketball game is going to take like another 15 minutes between Auburn and Alabama. Alabama's up 65-60. I don't want to sit here and wait that long. It's not on ESPN2. Did I ever mention you guys? Sometimes I just really hate ESPN. Really don't. The game starts in 4 minutes. I found an English version too. Well, you can't actually watch it on there, but the game starts in 4 minutes. Okay. No, I've not made the no. I have not yet. It's going to start on ESPN News. So if you have ESPN News, apparently it's on there. It's on ESPN for ESPN3 for me. So if you have Sling or some type of streaming service, Fubo, YouTube TV, it's probably going to be on ESPN3. Yeah, I got your event is about to begin as well. Good evening, the Kerm, or just Kerm, excuse me. Kokoshiba, good evening. Ronald, wow, I can't talk apparently. No, Anthony, it looks like they were trying to delay the game. And it's gonna start in about 3 minutes because they probably realize this college basketball game has about 15 to 20 minutes more, and they can't just indefinitely delay the game. So terrible scheduling by ESPN. Looking at it, looks like they had the college game start at 7:30, and we're assuming that it automatically ended at 9:30, which you can't do that. Holmgren, Williams, SGA, Giddey, Dort are the starters for the Thunder tonight. I'm hearing that Blake Wesley is in the starting lineup for the Spurs. I believe this is his first ever start for San Antonio. We'll see if they put him on SGA. He defended Trae Young pretty well. ESPN at 8. There's an ESPN Ocho. There's Phil in the chat. The alien at the game. TSR falling asleep during the stream. Cowboy X Factor. I'm not falling asleep during the stream. Julian Champagny, Jeremy Sohan, Victor Wembanyama, Demisel, and Blake Wesley's getting a start, which means Trey Jones is out. Hopefully he's not out too long, but this is interesting. Blake Wesley was a first-round pick by the San Antonio Spurs in 2022, I believe the 26th overall pick, and was looking okay his rookie season. Blew out his knee, was out for a couple months, came back, and didn't look quite the same. Looked awful in summer league this year. Didn't look great in preseason. A lot of mistakes we were seeing last season were there. Then he went down to the G League for a while, came back, and slowly, he has gotten better. Now his three-point shooting is atrocious. He can't really shoot to save his life, so he's not going to spread the floor, but he is a defensive upgrade over, it's a huge defensive upgrade over Malachi Branham when he was starting, and he's really starting to find a rhythm as a point guard with this team. Is he our point guard of the future? I don't know. Based on previous performances, probably not, but he's very young, and he is fast, especially in transition. So I'm excited to see Blake Wesley develop. I mean, if we can have 2 hits out of those 3 picks, i.e. Jeremy Sohan and Blake Wesley, jury's out on Malachi Branham. I think he could actually use some time in the G League to work on his game because his defense sucks and his scoring is just, he's not doing what he did in college here in the NBA. Yeah, well, I hope he'll be back soon, Trey. And at Cowboy X Factor, good call. I put up a picture on our channel yesterday. I found the picture from my first Spurs game ever that I went to was from 2013, so it was the championship team. And I didn't realize it was exactly 10 years, almost to the day, from when I saw my first Spurs game ever to when I saw my first Spurs game in San Antonio. Because I went to see the Spurs. Oh, no, it wasn't 10 years, because I went to see the Spurs in 2022. Shoot, 9 years. 9 years Cowboy X Factor, but still, it was almost 9 years to the date, which is cool. Kokoshibo, I'm hoping we have very, very few fouls tonight. Good evening. It's been a heck of a day. It has. Well, I hope that you're doing well. Roy Garza drops a $5 super chat with the 5. It is actually the 5-year anniversary of TSR Sports in about 2.5 months, Roy. You put a 5 up there. 2.5 months, it'll be 5 years for our channel. Jean-Pierre Murray update, Hawks want 2 firsts and a starting player. So how about 2 protected first in Julian Champagny? Fast Food Toy Box, good evening to you. Cadence, no idea. But thank you for stopping in. And, the Spurs do have their poopy brown court out there today, which means we're wearing the city uniforms. I'm not a huge fan of the white and brown. Some of you like them, some don't. I get why they did it. It's all good. I'm happy for Blake too, Adrian. I am so happy for him. I am rooting hard for him. If we can take that draft pick that looked like Buster Rooney and turn it into a quality backup or a quality starter. I mean, if Blake Wesley plays great the rest of the year and proves that he can be the starting point guard for this San Antonio Spurs team, the Spurs get a top 3 pick this season and end up taking somebody like Alexander Sarr and have the Eiffel Towers out there, I'm just dreaming. I'm just hoping. Wet Banana is going to drop 30. I hope he drops 40 tonight. Congrats, good man Cave channel. Jamie, not sure what you meant by that, but we'll take it. P2 sweet, good evening. We got to wait a whole nother year just to get a first round pick. Well, not a whole nother year. The lottery is in, let's see, it's decided in May, and then June's the actual NBA draft. This is in San Antonio, by the way. San Antonio will be at home for, I believe, 5 or 6 or 7 games. And then it's the rodeo road trip, and they're going to be away for a long time. The players are on the court, and away we I'm excited. Hope you're excited. And, yeah, let's Chet versus Wemby. Chemby in the house. We got a little Chemby action. You know me with my Chembys. We got a good crowd tonight. Let's have a good game. Thank you all for being here. And go Spurs, go, as the Thunder do win the jump ball. And Blake Wesley will be on Josh Giddey. I don't know who's going to shut down SGA. Well, Thunder already coming out and firing. Was that a 2 or a 3? ESPN not updating their scoreboard, so I'm going to say that was a 3. Finally, they updated it. It is Spurs ball. Devin Vassell out in three-point land. I may have been Jalen Williams with the 3 to start us off. I think it may have been. Anyway, Jeremy Sohan with the ball right now. Starts to drive, gets in the paint. He is being guarded by Chet Holmgren. Throws it up, and off the rim, no good. Gets his own miss back. Tosses it out to Julian Champagnie. He's going to launch the 3 off the rim, no good. Champagnie. Oh, that's Champagnie. Champagnie drives me crazy. Chet Holmgren with the ball right now. Thinks about the 3. Wemby is guarding Chet on the defensive end. Interesting, Chet not guarding Wemby when the Spurs have the ball. That's a miss, and we have a rebound for Julian Champagnie. Wemby will bring it up for San Antonio, looking for their first bucket. 3-0. Thunder in the lead. Wemby's going to take off into the paint. Spins around, gets in the paint, throws up a layup. Good. Breakdown. Drops a $5 super chat. He says, TSR, my guy. Bro, me and my girlfriend's offer on house just got accepted. Awesome, Bobby. Awesome. Congratulations. My man, Beantown Breakdown, buying his first house with his lady. And I am so happy for you, my man. And I missed the bucket during the super chat, but that the more important thing, my man's getting a house, and that is great. Vassell gets it to Wemby. Wemby with the bucket. No good. Foul's going to go to the line for 2 shots. Awesome, Bobby. So happy for you. That is great. Good evening, Toby. And you know what? Bobby, just for you, you get a boot from Coyote. Boop. Man, I am fired up tonight. That late nap really did me some good. A very late nap. Well, Cowboy X Factor, when there's a super chat, I obviously, I got to respect, the donation and read what the person said. Even if they said, TSR, you suck, I would actually read that. Or it is what it is. Wemby missing the first free throw. Gray, good evening to you. And Selena saying hi.
When you're ready, come and get it.
Wemby's second free throw is good. Spurs are up down 5-3. All right. Let's get a win, Spurs fans. I don't know how we're going to stop SGA. I really don't, but, well, it is what it is. He's got the ball right now, rocking the headband. Back to Chet Holmgren, and turns the ball over. That's going to be a steal for Wemby. Victor will bring it up for the Spurs, gets it over to Devin Vassell. Vassell out in three-point land, pick and roll with Wemby, starts takeoff in the paint. Vassell, little pump fake, throws it up, and may have been blocked. And the loose ball is grabbed by Luke Hens-Dort. It is Thunder ball on the turnover by the Spurs. Jalen Williams does the paint, gets blocked by Wemby from behind. Thunder do get the ball back. Nice job, Wemby getting back in transition to block the Williams shot. SGA with the ball right now in the paint. And finds a wide open Jalen Williams for an easy dunk, 7-3. 7-3, 9.5 minutes to go. Blake Wesley's going to take off into the paint and take off right back out of it. Get the ball to Devin Vassell. Vassell pick and roll with Wemby. Over to Champagnie. Champagnie's going to take off. Over to Sohan. Thinks about the corner 3. Going to drive on Chet into the paint. Back to Blake Wesley. Wesley's layup is good. And Blake Wesley's been doing so much better job at this point in the season at finishing at the rim than he did the first 1.5 years of his career. He used to get blocked all the time. Relentlessly get blocked. They're going to have SGA with the ball at 8 seconds on the shot clock. Shea starts to drive, crossover, steps back, gets it over to Giddey. Giddey open for 3. Ooh, that was ugly, no good. Vassell will get the loose ball. It is Spurs ball, under 9 minutes to go. After you minutes, good evening to you. ESPN still not showing the game? Good grief. Wemby with the ball, drives in the paint, throws up an awkward layup, but he's going to get fouled and go to the line for 2. Wemby is the only Spur, I believe this is, Wesley scored. I'm excited, I'm sorry. Let me know when ESPN shows a score, because I think regular ESPN is a little ahead of ESPN Deportes, and I don't like being behind, so, man, I'm pumped up. That nap did me some good. I am pumped up. I am full of energy. I'm wide awake now. 3 minutes till college game is that. Wow. Still 3 minutes of game time left. Student and the Savior. Wemby's first free throw was good. It is 7-6. So if there's still 3 minutes of game time in that college basketball game, there could literally be almost 10 minutes left of that game. Wow, this is bad. Wemby is going to play 30 minutes in the next back-to-back. So Toby, he's off the back-to-back restriction. Good to hear. He makes a free throw. We are all tied up at 7. And Adrian, I'm liking the aggressiveness too. Maybe he's excited he gets to play at least 30 minutes tonight. SGA into the paint. Yes, blocked by Wemby. Another block. No. Champagne with the ball, drives and loses the ball. Oh, Champagne. SGA with the ball right now, guarded by Wemby. Oh, boy. Nope, switch. Champagne leaves him up for 3. He takes 3, makes a 3. F. Champagne. Caesar, good evening to you. David, we do need those rebounds. Jax Cordy, good evening to you, my friend. Good evening to everybody. Thank you for being here. If you are new to the channel, I am a huge San Antonio Spurs fan. We stream almost every single game. We stream a ton of Summer League games, a couple preseason games. Did Blake Wesley just hit his first 3 of the year? That was Blake Wesley's first 3 of the year. Holy moly. Dort for 3, no good. So I'm a huge San Antonio Spurs fan. I was doing the math. We'll have streamed over 90 games for the Spurs this season between Summer League, preseason, and the regular season is. Don't sound gets loose in the paint.
Underdog of Justice.
Good evening, Machine 78. So if you're looking for a great Spurs channel, I'm not going to say great Spurs channel. Sorry. I'm not going to say that. I don't have that type of ego. If you're looking for an awesome Spurs community, make sure you hit the subscribe button. We have a lot of fun here. I don't know where the subscribe thingy went. There it is. Boop, right there. Chet for 3. Swish. Chet Holmgren is now on the board. Chet Holmgren, the favorite to be second place rookie of the year, in my opinion. I am very biased in that, although I do think Wemby should be the rookie of the year based on the fact that he's the guy teams are trying to shut down. My clock's a little ahead of my apologies. When you're game planning for the Spurs, whereas you're game planning for the Thunder, Chet Holmgren's a good player. You're not trying to shut him down. And did they take that 3 away? Wow, the scoreboard is really slow on ESPN Deportes. Jay, it's supposed to be on ESPN, but they're showing a college basketball game as Devin's going to get in the paint. Passes it out to Champagne. Champagne for 3. Oh, my God, did that get blocked? The better up because that was an air ball. Vassell gets loose ball, puts it up and in. The game is supposed to be on ESPN. ESPN is showing a college game. And it's taking forever for that college game to end, apparently. Chet Holmgren thinks about a 3, pulls it down, takes off, drives in the paint. All sorts of out-of-control layup and 1. If you guys are ahead, respectfully, stop being mean and putting what happens ahead of the stream. Yes, I'm watching on my Roku, and I'm streaming ESPN Deportes, which is usually behind because regular ESPN, I'm going to be behind a little bit anyway, but regular ESPN is not showing the game yet. They are still showing, apparently, that college basketball game. Still 2 minutes left. Malachi has low basketball IQ. I'd say killer. He's not been that good. Good evening, Jorling Chong. Hugo, good evening to you. So 2 minutes almost left of that college game. Thank you, Enter. Appreciate that. That game is going to take about 7 or 8 minutes if there's that much time left, and it's a close game, which means lots of times out, lots of stoppages. Speaking of timeout, we're in a timeout right now, so appreciate you guys stopping in tonight. I'm excited. Hopefully you're excited. Dubu P versus P. You're welcome. Daibu, player versus player. Gamer, I take it. Odyssey, I don't know who the foul was on. Because I'm watching on ESPN Deportes, I don't speak Spanish. So the little audio I can hear don't make sense to me. So 2 minutes left, but there's 6 minutes left, 20 minutes. Yeah, Vera, it's a tight game, and they're calling a lot of times out. Games on KBVO on YouTube TV. I have no idea what KBVO is. P2 Sweet, somebody was saying in the chat earlier that the Hawks want 2 first-round picks and a starting player. Well, I said, how about 2 lottery-protected picks and Julian Champagne? How about the Hornets' first-round pick this year and the Raptors' first-round pick and Julian Champagne for DeJounte Murray? Would you do that? Actually, I would. Me too, Kokoshibo. He's probably fired up. Fired up because he's going to get to play more minutes tonight, and mostly fired up, I'm sure, because Chet Holmgren is on the other side. You know what? He's probably fired up too, because a lot of people are saying he got toasted when Joel Embiid went for 70. And yes, Embiid scored a lot of points on Wemby. A lot of that was Wemby was stopped not playing defense at points because he didn't want to get another foul. He's in foul trouble most of the night. And then Embiid just owned Zach Collins. Zach Collins was a turnstile. Zach Collins did nothing. He did nothing offensively or defensively the other night. I could did just good out there. I could did just a good job out there. Seriously. Don't want Murray. No, don't give him Kellen. That's gonna no. Wait till you start watching him in Spanish. Damn it, I'm clipping this shot. Damien, I have to. I'd trade Champagne for a cheeseburger. Hugo, yes. Did they say Embiid had 16 on Wemby for the whole game? I feel like it was a lot more than that. Come on now. Action, Wemby has 5 points. Vassell has 4. Wesley has 5 for the Thunder. Holmgren has 5. Williams has 5. SGA has 3. Giddey has 2. Dort has yet to score. He's the only player on the Thunder yet to score. Champagne has yet to score for the Spurs, and Sony's yet to score. And Champagne's starting off with a nice 0 for 2 because Julian Champagne. Is Shaq a certified Wemby hater? Is he? Barlow over Zach Collins. Trade Zach. He could be. We can't trade Zach Glazen Bacon. Glazen Bacon, I heard based on his contract from you guys that we can't trade him this year. We have to wait till next year. Embiid went for 70 against the Spurs the other night. Monday night, Embiid went for 70 on us. Holmgren's first free throw is... he missed them both? Oh, no, that was an and one. Never mind. He missed the free throw. It is Spurs ball. My apologies. They're in that commercial break so long, I forgot it was an and one. 15-14 Thunder up, which is also, I believe, their hashtag. Wemby with the ball right now in the paint. Spins around, gets in the paint, throws up a little hook. Good, and Wemby is very aggressive tonight. I like it. One more point from Devin Cover. Roy, I'm not saying that. Wait, he compared Wemby to Bobo again? Are you serious? What the? SGA with the ball right now, guarded by Wesley, starts to drive baseline, gets in the paint, gets blocked by Devin Selden and knocked out of bounds.
Hey, this is Shaq. I like eating a lot, and I'm a dumbass because I think Bobo and Wemby are the same type of player. I'm a multi-time champion because I was fat and people couldn't stop my big butt in the paint.
I don't know. There you go. That's my Shaq impression. Shaq, you were great because you're fatter than everybody else on the court. You big dummy. That's a turnover for the Spurs. I think it's a turnover by Kellen and Chet Holmgren. Bring it up for the Thunder. Drop it off to SGA. Shea's going to drive in the paint. And gets blocked by Zach Collins. So wait, Wemby has come out of the game. Damn it, Wemby is out. Wesley flies in the paint, gets it to Sohan. No, it doesn't. That's a turnover for the Spurs. Spurs getting a little sloppy with the ball. Got to keep those balls in your hands, guys. Ball in your hands. Freudian slip. Holmgren with the ball, drives in the paint. Reverse layup is good. Imagine getting to watch your guy play minutes instead of getting benched every game at the 5 to 6 minute mark. Every game in the first quarter. Vassell's just going to pull up for 2 and drop the 2. We're going to need a big game out of Vassell tonight if we're going to beat the Thunder. Devin's going to need to earn that $30 million extension tonight. I'm rooting for him. Giddey's going to take a quick 3. Off the back rim, no good. Zach Collins with the rebound. And Zach Collins needs to play much better, too. He was awful against Philly. Absolutely awful. 0 for 7 from the field. I think he took 5 3-pointers in that game. Missed every single damn one of them. Vassell with the ball, pick and roll with Zach. Starts to drive, gets into the paint, back to Collins. Collins going to take a little hop, a jump, and a hook. And starting off the game with a miss. And a fast break for Josh Giddey down the other end. Thunder take the lead 19-18. Wesley's going to be good, and I hope so. One of my dogs was staying on my stereo phone when we were doing your Shack. Mr. Bayana, Wemby is on a 30-minute restriction from what I'm hearing from the chat. As Sohan takes an open 3. Boink, no good. Giddey with the rebound. Zach was a ghost last game. 71 likes. Yes, let's get 100. Can we get 100 before the first quarter's over?
Go, Spurs, go! Go, Spurs, go!
Holmgren to the paint, going to kick it out. Three-point attempt is no good. Giddey gets the rebound. Follow three-point attempt by Dort is air ball. Air ball. Fast break for the Spurs. The Collin Johnson will hammer it home. Swinging on the rim a little bit. Hopefully they get teed up for that.
Thunder dunk of justice.
Yeah, Thunder going to take a timeout. We're up 2019, aren't we? Yeah. Man, ESPN Deportes is really, really slow updating their scoreboard. It's driving me crazy. Bobo is not in the same league as Wemby. Sissoko has hurt his ankle, so he is out for, I don't know how long he's going to be out. Yeah, this is going to be a dogfight. Absolutely. That Auburn and Bama game is still going. Collins got his money and fell off a cliff, and that cliff wasn't even that high to begin with. Oh, damn. Ouch. But, yeah, facts. Mr. Z, roll one for me. We could seriously work on our defensive rebounds. Teams get off of the boards a lot. That's been happening the last few years, Toby. This isn't a recent development. Our team gives up a lot of second chance opportunities. And Stevie 2 times, no, it doesn't. Shaq talks poop about everyone. Robinson, Duncan, really? Has he been talking some poop about the Spurs? Collins, thumbs down. Barlow, thumbs up. I mean, if Zach keeps playing bad, Pop make me the switch. I mean, it took him a while, but he finally... I mean, I don't think Malachi Branham's going to play again tonight. I think he's in the doghouse. I think Pop might bring in Devontae Graham to back up Blake Wesley over Malachi Branham. I don't know. I think Shaq was saying Bobo completes the spectrum of 7-footers who can dribble and run. Yeah, I would take Wemby over Bobo in a heartbeat. Bobo's been on, 3 teams already? Possibly going on his 4th at some point. Doesn't get any minutes. I mean, they're both 7-footers. Okay, they're definitely not the same type of player. Wemby does dunk hard. Calvin, good evening to you. Sup, bro? Your Spurs deserve a W against the Thunder. My son's playing the Mavs. Fist fight imminent, rooting for you guys. Thank you, Calvin. Appreciate it. Long-time channel subscriber. And I did see you guys were playing the Mavs, and that's gonna be a good game. Caps lock, they can win. There you go, Jay Francisco. You just said it. There's a reason. Victor Wembanyama is the number 1 overall pick this year, and there's a reason Bobo is sitting on the bench. Duncan on MVP said he didn't deserve and talk. Oh, did he? And I don't remember that. Well, that's well, yeah, okay. He says Bobo can be just as good, but he's lazy. Well, you know what a big part of being good at something is at? Putting the effort into it. Being passionate about it. Like, obviously, I think it's safe to say I'm passionate about our San Antonio Spurs, and because I love our team and I love hanging out with you guys and interacting with the community, that I think I do a decent job at the play-by-play or stream, whatever you want to call it, reaction, hangout, watch party, whatever. Whereas Bobo, if he's not putting in any effort, that's probably showing. And you know what? There's a reason he keeps getting bumped from team to team. Teams can see that. They can see your heart's not in it. Perfect example for our San Antonio Spurs was a few years ago when Luka Samanic gave up on a play in the preseason, and there was questions about his effort, and that was the final nail in the coffin. If you're not willing to put in the work, doesn't matter how talented you are. I mean, Shaq is probably bitter because Shaq could have been so much better than he was. But he put on a ton of weight, and he wasn't the best player that he could be. That's just a fact. I think he's even said it himself. Pull-up 3 is good for Jalen Williams. Jalen, Jaylan Williams. They do have 2 Jalen Williams on their team, so number 6 Williams with the 3. 22-20 Thunder up. I hate saying that. Spurs ball. Zach Collins with the ball on 3-point lane. Chet Holmgren is on the bench now as well. You get over to Devin Vassell, 10 on the shot clock. We'll drop it into Kelvin Johnson. 6 on the shot clock for your Kelvin. Kelvin's going to throw it across court to Sohan, back to Collins. Collins in the post. Gets it back to Sohan, and we're going to get a shot clock violation. Well, actually, we just turned the ball over. Never mind. It's a straight-up turnover. SGA into the paint, throws it up. No good, and he's going to get the foul and go to the line for 2. Game is almost not. There's still 11 seconds, Peter. 11? Are you kidding me? Penalty Cuber, good evening to you. Bobo was born on a bench. Yeah, Zalido, work ethic. Work ethic is such a key part of being, good in anything. Really? I mean, yes, some people have God-given abilities that they're not really, they just have a great ability to be good at something regardless of how much effort they put in. But you find most people that are good at things, they put the time in. Jalen's the guy we drafted so-and before. Is it? I don't remember that, Joshua. Good evening to you. 24-20, Spurs down by 4. Nice. It's your boy Rico. Zenith, I think Wemby had 5 when he checked out. I can't see his score right now because he's out of the game. He'll probably be back in, I would assume, at the start of the second quarter. Devin Sell with the bar now gets tripped. 24-20. Homer, are you saying the Spurs can get 47 wins? That means that we don't lose another game. Adriel, does Wemby have 7? We were in like 6 plays in a row just for Salmonich, and he obviously didn't care for all of them in his last game on the roster. Dan, I was rooting for Salmonich back when he was on the team, but he sucks. He sucked. He sucked. I hate to say it. Malachi Branham is playing. He gets the ball into Kelvin. He misses at the rim. So Branham is back in the rotation. Mr. No Defense himself. We're going to have a long 3 attempt, and that is another 3 for the Thunder. They are now up by 7, 27-20. Oh, boy. This is not what we need at all. Devin held the ball with the Spurs right now. Devin's going to get into Collins, and Collins almost turns it over. Gets the ball back, guarded by Jalen Williams. Backs him up. Throws it up, and a little jump hook is no good. Zach Collins is struggling lately from the field. Nothing going in. SGA with the ball, guarded by Kelvin. That is a mismatch. Crossover dribble, kicks it out for 3 again. Hopton call timeout. We're down by 10. Williams with a 3. Wow. Wow, they are scoring fast and furious. Wemby is an apex predator like a lion. Bobo is more like a scavenger, like a raccoon. There's still time left in that college game? Good God. Oh, boy. 10, but wow, this went bad quickly. Nice homer. Yeah, Spurs shooting just a bit outside. 0.5 in the college game. Come on now. I don't know. You know what? I'm not opposed, and I'm sure you guys aren't either. If Zach keeps playing poorly, give Dominic Barlow some minutes. Barlow's playing well, and yes, I know we gave Zach a contract extension, but if you're not playing well, then your butt needs to be on the bench. Brandon and Collins need to be taken out. No good. Exactly. JBG, I'm hearing Wemby is allowed to play back-to-backs now. That's what the chat is saying. He's still on a 30-minute restriction, but he can play back-to-backs. Mario, the college game's over. Good. And Adrian, yes, without Wemby, our interior defense is non-existent because Zach Collins is not a great rim protector. You'd think he'd be at his height and a great rebounder as well, but he's awful. So when Wemby comes out, all of a sudden we have no protection in the paint, and our offense just dies. Now, let's not forget Malachi Branham's in there too, and he has been awful. So Collins, who's been very streaky and currently playing awful. You got Malachi, who's been playing awful again. Champagne's streaky as all hell. Branham for 3. Nope. And we're going to have a whistle. The clock is not running. The clock is still not running. I'll get my clock fixed while we're in a little pause here. Is it on ESPN now? Thank you. We'll go on ESPN 1 where I assume the stream is a little more ahead. I can't believe they put a college basketball on that late. I freaking hate ESPN. I hate ESPN. Did I ever tell you guys I hate ESPN? Since I was in a tirade about hating ESPN, my clock went a little ahead. So Zach Collins is at the free throw line. Hits them both. Bada bing, bada boom. And now I can hear the game in English. The Thunder were on an 11-0 run until Collins hit those 2 free throws. SGA with the ball right now, guarded by Branham. Pull-up jumper over Branham is good. Malachi has no chance against Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. No chance. I'd say, possibly. Kelvin drives in the paint. Gets a shot and 1. I was worried that would be a charge. Gets it on Williams. By the way, the Thunder have a lot of Williams. Jalen Williams, number 8. Jalen Williams, again, number 6. Kenrich Williams, number 34. Why is Malachi guarding anyone? That is a good question. They could have switched that game with Spurs game. Spurs moment, I can't stand ESPN. I can't. But I have to watch it because that's where the game is. I like to do this to ESPN right about now. And a steal on the inbound pass by the Spurs, and then Chetty Osman throws up a three and misses it. 32-25, Spurs are in the bonus. A little over a minute to go in the first quarter. Spurs defense, I use that term loosely. There isn't much. An unforced turnover by the Spurs, and SGA throws it out in the crowd. It's going to be Spurs ball. Lewis, he's not been good. Mario, the court is orange because that's the Spurs City Edition colors. So they're wearing they're using orange. Chetty Osman goes back door. Nice pass by Kelvin. That layup is good. And we got a 5-point game. Anthony, they do that all the time. You guys, there was one of the Spurs' first games this year on ESPN. Whatever they were showing ran really late, and the Spurs game was delayed like 15 or 20 minutes. SJ, step back three. So freaking good. Averaging over 30 a game. Already 10 points for SGA, and he's in talking the MVP conversation. Kelvin will bring it up for the Spurs. 14 on the shot clock, so about a 12-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. Spurs are down by 8. Kelvin way on three-point land. 7 on the shot clock. Still standing there. Starts to drive. And we're going to have a foul on the Thunder, which means we're going to get 2 free throws for the Spurs. The people who say Chet is rookie there because they're winning are the same people that are blind to see how bad our roster is. Garrett, I agree. No disrespect to Chet Holmgren. Thunder fans, look, he's having a great year. But we also have to look at context. He is helped immensely by the team that is around him. And I hate to say this because I'm a Spurs fan, but Wemby is hurt by the team that is around him. And he's still putting up similar, if not better, stats in some areas. So my vote, worst case scenario, I would do a co-rookie of the year. But Chet's on a much better team, and he's not in his first year, he's in his second year. And there's going to be the quotation marks because he's considered a rookie by NBA standards. But he did get a year to learn the system, which is it's certainly not hurting. I am glad he's overcome the injury, though. You want to see players on the court, not on the sidelines. 35-28, Cheney makes 1 of 2. SGA will bring it up for the Thunder. Blake Wesley's back in the game, guarding him. And now a foul off the ball. Good evening, James Sanchez. Thunder's going to be good for a while. They are. Is ESPN milking that, Marauders? Are they? Because ESPN likes to talk about LeBron and Jordan, the GOAT conversation, like 800 times a week. SGA with the ball right now, guarded by Wesley. Crossover, gets in the paint and turns the ball over. Nice defense by Blake Wesley. All right, Blake. All right. I see you from here. Going against one of the best scorers in the league, and you were able to stop him on that last play. Not going to be able to stop him every play, but that was good. That was good. We'll put 12 back on the clock, and we'll get ready for the second quarter. Second quarter, where's my quarter? Where's my 25 cents? Right there. Terrible joke. Wesley had some solid defensive schools. Good grief, why are you streaming this? Isn't it past your bedtime? This game started 2 minutes. Oh, Robert, it's all good, man. It is 10:14 p.m. where I am. That's the life as a Spurs fan and a content creator. Thankfully, they're not on the West Coast. Like, if I was like a Suns fan or Clippers fan or Warriors fan or any of those teams, actually, I wouldn't be able to do this. I would not stay up that late every night. But, I enjoy doing it. I enjoy watching the team. I'll probably take 1 or 2 more games off this season, which means we'll call 78 to 79 games on the channel. When we add in the Summer League and preseason, that will mean we'll have called well over 90 Spurs games for this season. I'm actually very proud of that. And a lot of you have been here for just about all of them, if not all of them. Yes, for Wemby leads all rookies in a lot of stats. He leads them in what? Points per game, rebounds per game, blocks per game. Is he leading in steals per game too? Probably not. I don't know. Kokoshibo, I did a video. Well, you said you guys. I was saying, irony. TSR on Monday did a video about Blake Wesley possibly taking Malachi Branham's spot. And not only is he taking the spot, now he's a starter tonight. Granted, because of a Trey Jones injury, but he's gone from being kind of the forgotten guy out of that draft 2 years ago to now getting his first start. I think it's awesome. He is fast, Kokoshibo. He is very fast. Garrett, yeah, 90's a lot. 90 is a lot. But it's been good. Get rid of Johnson, sorry, but Jeremy Slayton, new nickname is Butterfingers. There's no reason for Wemby to still be sitting for 7 minutes. Yeah, Phil, I agree. I know you're at the game. And Malachi Branham is reminding me of Lonnie Walker at Say Killer a lot. And yes, he does, Vera. What do you mean Chet and Victor don't like each other? I haven't heard that, Marauders. Are they just making stuff up? Lewis, you can get a Go Spurs Go right here. Wow, everything just got... Is the picture okay? Everything just got a little fuzzy on my screen. Like, everything's looking fuzzy. Well, now it just cleaned up. No, I don't know. Is the stream looking all right? I don't know what's going on here. Could be my computer. I don't know. Is it my eyes? I'm not sure nothing else is looking fuzzy. I'm like, am I like having some kind of like mental... Nope. All right, my vision's fine everywhere. OBS is just looking fuzzy, but as long as the stream is okay. The preview screen is like got some weird stuff going on. Does the rest of my computer look okay? No, it's my screen. My screen's acting weird. Well, it might be time for TSR to buy a new laptop soon. Hello there. What did I miss? And where do we get? We're not getting the Hornets first round pick. They are awful. It's lottery protected. We're not getting it. No chance. That sucks if my computer's dying. Damn it. Hopefully it makes it through this stream at least. Blake Wesley with the ball right now for San Antonio. We'll get it to Malachi Branham. Branham thinks about the three, pulls it down, pulls up for two, and misses. Thank you, Deliza. ESPN just making up. Got to computers keep them guessing, right? Wemby. Damn it. Wemby and Chet are back in the game. That was actually Freudian slip. Like I said, Wemby by accident. Chet Holmgren for three. Nope. Pulls up for two instead. Off the back rim. No good. And Brandon will get the rebound. Kellen Johnson will bring it up for San Antonio. Gets it over to Cedi Osman. Osman will get it back to Wemby. Wemby versus Chet. Wemby with a little crossover. Starts to drive. And tries to get it to Blake Wesley. And that is a turnover for the Spurs. And now almost a turnover for the Thunder. Ball gets thrown out of bounds, but it was deflected. It is Thunder ball. I think Blake's going to be okay. What's up, Doga? Chris, I don't know what the Hornets pick turns into next year. It's sure as heck we're not getting it this year. Absolutely no chance we're getting it this year. The Raptors... Oh, actually, that is a turnover by the Thunder. I don't think the Raptors pick is going to convey either. The Raptors pick is top 6 protected, and they are just trading away all of their team, and... that's not gonna convey either. Kellen with the ball right now gets it into Wemby. Wemby in the paint. Out to Cedi Osman. Osman pull up three. No good. It is Thunder ball. Aaron Wiggins with the rebound. I keep forgetting Aaron is on the Thunder. Chet with the ball right now. 3-point land. Thinks about the three. Instead passes it off. And the layup is good for Aaron Wiggins, who I was just talking about. 37-28. 10.5 minutes to go. Osmo with the ball right now for San Antonio. Gets it out to Wemby. Wemby takes a three. Wemby's going to miss the three. Rebound by Jalen Williams. Jalen wearing an orange shoe and a blue shoe. Interesting. He'll pull up for two. Good. 11-point game. That is the biggest lead of the night for the Thunder. Yeah, Wemby, I do that all the time. It's by accident. I did it once on a stream. I accidentally said Wemby, and now it's a channel. Kellen in the paint. Little turnaround jump hook. No good. And Chet Holmgren with the rebound. 10 minutes to go. We could possibly get the Horns pick in 2025. Okay. Right, Shem. Kelman's off to a somewhat slow start. Kaysen Wallace for three, and this is the biggest lead of the game. The Spurs are down by 14 as the second quarter collapse continues, as we've been bad in the second quarter lately, and right now we're down by 14. Wemby's shooting, yes, M-Easy. He is not a good three-point shooter. And OKC is on fire from three, which is not helping our cause whatsoever. I don't know what's going on with my... Whoa. Uh-oh. What the hell? What the hell? My computer screen is... am I still live? What is happening here? I can't see you guys. What the hell? Wow, what? Oh man, I think, I mentioned my computer might be dying. I can't see anything. Stop, you piece of crap. Oh my. We're a commercial timeout and TSR is stressing because I don't know what's happening with my computer. I can't. No, not during this game. Don't do this. What is happening? What is happening? I think my computer just died. All right. I don't know if I'm back yet. Are we here? Are we going? So I just have to restart my computer. Look, everything's working again, but it might be, you guys might be right. It might be time to look for a new laptop. Or like be just one of those weird things where I was just having an issue and weird. All right. Let me get the score updated. I'm so sorry. Quarter, I'm like frantically trying to get everything back, and I'm like screwing everything up. All right. Whew. All right. 40. It's 44-28. That was extremely annoying. Well, if you want to see a YouTuber like panic on stream, there you go. Okay, that just happened with me. All right, 8:56 to go. I'm sorry if I'm missing anything in the chat because I'm still trying to get up and running here. I literally just reset everything so I could call this game. All right. It is Thunderball, 44-28, so we're down 16. Okay. Pull up three is, oh my gosh, Aaron Wiggins. Everything they're throwing up is going in. Everything Spurs fans. Let me get my chat back up. All right, chat back up. All right. Now the computer didn't want to watch, but everything's good to go again. That was weird. I've never had that happen before. Teddy Osman in the paint hits the layup. And one. My apologies. I didn't miss anything. I was watching the game. You guys, if you were in here in the stream earlier, I was like, man, things are getting blurry. I didn't know if I was having a stroke. Not joking around. Like, if something was wrong with me, I'm like, nope, everything looks normal everywhere else. But my computer screen started getting blurry. And next thing I knew, the screen went black. And I was like, well, that's not good. Free throws good. 47-31. It's not, for whatever reason, the Spurs have been bad in the second quarter. Very bad in the second quarter. We have been bad in the third quarter. Lately, the second quarter's been an albatross for us. Chet Holmgren to the paint, spins around, throws it up, and is blocked from behind from Wemby. Wemby gets up the court, and Spurs couldn't get it to him. He was catching people around him anyway. Wemby with the bar now gets it to Devin Sell, 47-31. Let's get a run here, Spurs. Let's make this a game again. Vassell drives the paint, throws up a very difficult layup. It's good. Let's get some momentum going. That was a great block for sure. I don't know who's making the call on ESPN. I can't hear him. It is Thunder ball. Williams with the ball, guarded by Wemby. Get it over to Wiggins. Wiggins going to drive in the paint. Back out to Williams. Straight up three. No good. Vassell with the rebound. Wemby keeps taking off in transition. They finally get it down to him. He's in the paint. Puts his shoulder down. And throws it up and in. Exactly. So your big man gets a block and reward him. Bryson, had they not? Well, unfortunately, I'm sure we've had worse second quarters. Much worse. Good evening, Jedi. And we're going to have a foul as Vizilili Mechik gets fouled. Man, I can't say that dude's name. I could go for some cake, but not this late. I've been working out. I don't want to come on diet. Well, thank you all for hanging out and sticking around. We did lose some viewers with that crash. Actually, we lost a lot of viewers with that crash. It is what it is. Nothing I can do about it. Pop challenging this? Pop is challenging the call. Aurelia, I don't think we're going to see Devontae Graham really much this year unless it's a blowout. The Spurs are probably going to try to move him. I just don't think they can get anything for him. Whenever Wemby contests a shot, he doesn't try to get a rebound. He just races it. Toby, he does do that often. Sometimes he does take off to the end of the court, and since our team's terrible rebounding, it's obviously hurting our chances for a rebound. Oh, man, well, the stream went down so I had to restart my computer real quickly. For whatever reason, like 5 or 6 minutes ago, it went haywire. You know, computers do that. Everything seems fine now. And I think we had over 200 people watching at the time, and unfortunately, a lot of people left when that happened, which I get it. They probably thought I wasn't coming back. I will be peed off if McDermott is on the team. That's the Jerry. Oh, no, I think you guys should be Josh. Yeah, I know a lot of people stuck around, but a lot of people left too. I get it. I would assume the stream's going down and not coming back. It's a bummer. They are challenging that. I think they're challenging the foul or the ball going out of bounds on the Spurs, and it's getting cold in my house. So I'll put my hoodie on. I just don't want to see us get blown out because, one, I don't like seeing blowouts. I don't like calling blowouts. And one of our loyal subscribers is at the game. I don't want him to have driven 6 hours to see a blowout. Nobody likes blowouts. Even when your team's doing the blowing of outing, it's not a lot of fun to watch. Spurs haven't really blown anybody out, and I can't remember the last time we blew somebody out. But even when your own team's up at like 25 or 30, it's like, right? Like, whatever. Graham ain't no garbage time player, but that's where he hasn't. I'm not saying he is. That's his role on the team right now. Goes to Bill Cooper. I don't know if I missed that block or not. I know I was not paying attention to the game when I was trying to get the stream back and running, so I may have missed something. Has he, Adro? Not actually. He's a great. We need 3-point shooting. We have 3-point guards on the team: Trey Jones, Devontae Graham, and Blake Wesley. And it took us forever to eventually starting the point guard in the starting lineup. Mike Smith, it's early, but the Thunder are a really good team and certainly much further ahead of us in the process right now, if you will. 4 turnovers in the first half. That sounds about right. What the heck happened to my towel? That's not when I was freaking out. The second unit is atrocious. It's like 5 forwards all at the same time. San Francisco, our second unit, does have some issues. Bryson, what's going on? Well, the Spurs are down by 12, and right now we're in a timeout. And no, Adrian, we don't have a lot of offense outside of Wemby. Kokoshibo SGA is an MVP type of player this year, so yes, this is going to be a difficult game. And I don't know why Wemby continues to shoot threes. Keith, this is a successful challenge. Call a return. Actually just came in like literally 3 seconds after you said that. So it's going to be a jump ball. They originally called it a foul, so jump ball. Wemby and Chet. A little Chemby action. 7 minutes to go in the first half. Spurs down by 12, and the Spurs will win the jump ball. The ball was tipped backwards, and Malachi Branham was going for it. If I was gonna say if he gets beaten to get to that ball, bench him for the rest of the game. Branham will get the ball. Wemby's double teamed, kicks it out. Dougie for 3. Dang it. Hold him with the rebound. You just need 16 from Kelman. This is only for this year. These Spurs colors are this season only, I hope. Wiggins for 3. My goodness, the Thunder are on fire. On fire from 3 right now. Devin Vassell with the ball right now starts to drive in the paint, throws it up, and gets blocked by Chet Holmgren from behind. 50-35. Another pull-up 3. That one's no good by Wiggins. Sohan with the rebound. Wemby shoots above league average from 3 on both Wednesdays and at home according to second spectrum shooting splits. McDermott for 3 down the other end. Dougie with the corner 3. That's good. Bryson, good evening. And Thunder up to you. Not a Thunder fan, but I'll say your team's thing. Oh, the Thunder are up, literally. That 3 is no good by Williams, and it is Spurs ball. Man, they have so many Williams on their team. So many Williams. Vassell way out in three-point lane, guarded by Holmgren. He's just going to launch a 3. No good. Wemby gets the putback. Wemby gets the offensive board and slams it hard.
Thunder dunk of justice.
I love watching Wemby dunk because he throws it down with righteous authority, ferocity, and anger, and fury, and justice. Whatever, it's 50-40. Wemby does have to work for his stuff, Caps 210. He does. It's nothing easy for him. Who are you trying to stop on the Spurs? Seriously. Aside from Victor Wembanyama, I'm not trying to be mean, but who else on that roster do you think, well, you better shut him down tonight? Don't want him beating us. Nobody. Does Wemby have 3 blocks already? Cowboy X Factor. So this Coyote's a little undersized to play basketball. Being like, what, 8 inches tall, probably not going to be able to guard a lot of guys. You're not going to get around. He's got some moves. Like, try to go left, try to go right. You're not going to be able to dribble around him. But because he's so small, you can just step over him. And he's not going to block your shot because, he doesn't really have much. He can't even reach over his head. So, he might kick your ankle, boop, boop, but that's not really going to hurt. Have you seen Bleacher Report shot short of pup coaching? No, I have not, Francisco. I need 2 more blocks from Wemby. I need 2 more blocks from Wemby this quarter, and then 2 more in the third, 2 more in the fourth. San Antonio's had 5 inches of rain in the last 3 days, but we needed every drop. Well, that's good. Glad you guys are getting some, glad you're getting wet with rain. I hear Researcher is now on the Spurs radar. If Coyote was the size of the Spurs mascot, he could play. Yes, he could. A lot of fans want Trae Young, Armando. I'm more on the fence there. I think we're going to have to give up way too much, and he's a defensive turnstile himself. Will the offense be enough to make up for his lack of defense? I don't know. He's obviously an improvement over Malachi Branham, but you know what? I like what I'm seeing out of Blake Wesley. Defensively, I really like what I'm seeing. He's still got things he's got to work on the offensive side of things, but he's young and he's improving, and that's the key. He's improving now. You're seeing improvement. Kokoshiba, the Thunder are such an efficient scoring team. SGA shoots like around 55% this year. Jalen Williams is shooting around 55%. They get so many open buckets and easy buckets. They're playing well. They took a point away from the Spurs. I guess a 3-pointer was a 2. 50-39 according to ESPN right now. Giddey with the bar going to drive. Pull-up jumper at the buzzer they're going to wave it off. Shot clock violation. Y'all should give up what you got to get to build around Wemby, right? Bryson, yes, but it's got to be the right move. You don't want to rush to rebuild. A great example is Luka Doncic with the Dallas Mavericks. He brought up Kristaps Porzingis and try to win right away, and that's an example of trying to rush things. We don't want to do that. McDermott for 3. Dougie! Hey, Halliburton is. I wouldn't mind Halliburton. Geez, dude, I heard Donovan Mitchell might be available. Or maybe D'Angelo Russell's who I'm hearing. My gosh, the Thunder can't miss a three as Isaiah Joe drops a triple on us. Their 3-point. I'm going to obviously look up the stats at halftime, but their 3-point shooting seems off the charts right now. As Dougie misses a three, Collins putback is no good because Zach Collins, fast break, Giddey layup good. Spurs back down by 13 just as we start clawing our way back. Spurs fall back down by double digits. Collins free throw. Well, Zach Collins just lines up and shoots a three, so I'll shut up now. 55-45, 4 minutes to go. We need some defense, though. We need some D. So who's going to give us some D out there? Not many people in this lineup. SGA pull-up jumper. Yeah, Brandon has no chance against him. Adriel, Wemby still on a 30-minute restriction. Is Sohan wearing OK colored seats? What? Jeremy Sohan is wearing OKC colored shoes. Zach Collins gets in the paint. He's going to get fouled. Sohan's wearing blue. I think those shoes are blue and orange. Sohan is wearing OKC colored shoes. Well, Jeremy Sohan, this one's for you. Keith, Shea Gilgeous-Alexander is a really good player. Collins misses the first free throw. You think he did that to screw with them? I was actually thinking the same thing, Vera, that Jeremy probably did that to mess with the Thunder. Kind of, in a way. I was just going to say to taunt, yes. Maybe he's hoping that they'll be looking at his shoes when they make the pass, and they'll think he's on the Thunder. Players who are on the court are right here over to the right of the screen, if you are watching. Keldon Johnson is not. And Keldon, he had one bucket in the first quarter. That's about all I remember him doing. Turnover by the Thunder. Brandon will bring it up, drives the paint. The layup is no good. We're going to have a foul, though. And I think Malachi's going on the line for two. All right. Just keep it close. Keep it to single digits going into the half. That's all I ask. Sohan should go old school and wear the Sonics colors. What was that, green and yellow? The Seattle Supersonics? Man, I liked watching them back in the 90s. The glove, Gary Payton, and then Sean Kemp. Man, Sean Kemp was a vicious dunker. Like, man, he just threw it down hard and powerful. And those are the kind of dunks I like. He didn't just, throw it in. Like, he would hammer it down just really hard. He was awesome. The Rain Man. Sean Kemp. I think he also has, 12 kids or something ridiculous. He's got a lot of kids. I remember hearing that. I think he has a lot of kids. And he also had... He may have had drug and alcohol issues later in his career. Gained a lot of weight, so it's too bad his career went... Because he was so fun to watch. That's a missed three by Dort. Offensive rebound for the Thunder. Ball's going to get knocked out of bounds. It'll stay with OKC. That left Shrimp. Yes. No, don't you dare put on my Seattle Sonics shoes with your damn team back. I wish they never left Seattle SOS. I was bummed when they left. Giddey with the ball right now in the paint. 4 on the shot clock for the Thunder. Again into Williams. Williams back out to Giddey for 3. At the buzzer, no good. Malachi Brand will pick up the loose ball. Does SG have 14? McDermott for a quick 3, no good. Collins with the rebound. Has stepped out of bounds. Turnover for the Spurs. Gonna be Thunder ball, up by 9. Wemby is checking back in. Good. We need him. Yes, Keith, we suck at rebounding. We seriously do. We're terrible at rebounding. Terrible boxing out. And the ball's going to go off Chet Holmgren's knee, and that's going to be a turnover by the Thunder. Seattle versus OKC rivalry. Wemby with 12 minutes. 11 points in 12 minutes for Wemby. His usual efficient, right around a point per minute. He's been doing that a lot lately, and in the last 10 games, I think he's averaging 23 or 24 points a game at around 25 to 26 minutes. So imagine if he actually got playing time. Wemby forward, boom, shakalaka, right over Chet.
of justice.
Wemby with 13 now. Throw with the ball for the Thunder. 10 on the shot clock. Way out in three-point lane. Gets it over to Chet Holmgren. Holmgren's going to want a little revenge on that one. And a moving screen. That's a foul and a turnover on the Thunder. All right. They're showing a replay on that. And he didn't posterize him. Chet was right to the side of him, but still, just saying. Chet with 7 points, Wemby with 13, Wemby with 3 blocks, Chet with 2, so the battle is on. Spurs ball, they get back to Wemby in the post. Wemby gets double team, pull-up jumper, tough shot. Oof, that was no good. 47 wins homer. I appreciate the dedication. Williams with the ball, gets it out to SGA. SGA is going to start to drive, back out to Williams. Williams covered by Doug McDermott, gets it to Josh Giddey. Giddey in the paint, throws up the layup and gets by Sohan and gets the layup 59-50. Branham down the other end, layup good. As he got loose in transition. All right, Malachi. Malachi looking a little bit offensively tonight. I am rooting for him. I may say, oh, good, critique his horrible play, but I am so hoping he turns into something special for us because he was a first-round pick 2 years ago. The miss by Giddey, Spurs ball, Sohan brings up the court. Man, Sohan hasn't done anything offensively tonight, has he? I don't remember saying his name at all for scoring. Well, he's got the ball now and takes it at Chet Holmgren and gets blocked. Man, I was hoping Jeremy would stuff his face like that. Just boom. As SGA gets in the paint, and he's going to miss the layup, but he's going to get fouled by McDermott. Man, I was hoping Jeremy would just have to... What? Chet Holmgren is down on one knee. Oh, he took a knee to the junk. He blocked he blocked Jeremy's shot, but got kneed in the jubblies for his efforts. SGA at the line for 2. First one's good. He got hit right in the Holgrams. I figured a second because Chet suck it consensually. Earthquake, what? It's your boy Rico. I hope you're okay. I thought I heard boost for Giddey Vera. Well done, Sohan. It wasn't intentional. 61-52. 53 seconds to go in the first half. A good game so far. I'd like the Spurs to be a little closer. Both teams are in the bonus. Brandon Mountain three-point land. Looking for a screen with his... Nope, just going to drop it off to Vassell. Vassell crosses it over, throws it over to a wide open Sohan for 3, and he airballed it! SGA pull-up jumper. Sohan with the old airball 3. Sohan the scrotum destroyer. We did not need an airball there. Down by 11. Let's get it to single digits. A 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. They'll get into Wemby. Wemby almost loses the ball. Gets it back to Vassell. 3 on the shot clock. Vassell loses the ball. Shot clock violation. All right, that's good, your boy Rico. Turnover by the Spurs. And we are so bad. So bad. Sometimes at the end of quarters. How many times have we had the ball and could have held for the last shot of the quarter and or half and turned the ball over? It happens a lot. A lot more than I'd like to admit. For whatever reason, we just... I don't know. SGA with the ball. 3-point attempt. Oh, he got a lot of contact there. And they're not going to call a whistle. He jumped forward into the defender, and they're not calling that anymore in the NBA, which I'm glad they're not. If your defender's here, and you're jumping into him, really, maybe it should be an offensive foul. But Spurs are going to be down by 11. The second quarter's been bad for us, so hopefully the third quarter that we've been playing better for as of late, we continue to play better, and come back in the third. Wemby is visibly frustrated. He keeps rolling to the basket again. Yeah, Philly missed him a few times. They have definitely missed him. Let me put up the halftime report, or halftime on there, and we'll pull up the halftime stats here in just a moment. But a good game. And a weird game. For those of you that weren't here earlier, I had to restart my computer early in the second quarter. I've never been that's the most I've been stressed out in a while on a stream, because when your computer all of a sudden crashes, the only option is to restart it. And I did. But we're back. We're running. We're up and running. And I'm happy to be here. Be a late night here in the TSR household. It's almost 11 o'clock. Let's pull up the box score first for the Oklahoma City Thunder. Holmgren with 7 points, 4 rebounds, 3 assists, and 3 blocks in 17 minutes. There's many Williams here. Jalen Williams with 7. SGA with 16 points and 6 assists. He does have 4 turnovers, though. So struggling to keep the ball a little bit tonight. Giddey with 8 points. Dort with 0. Really struggling tonight. He's 0 for 4 from the floor. Man, the Thunder have been playing a lot of players tonight. The other Jalen Williams with 6. Kendrick Williams with 0. Joe with 6. Wiggins with 8. Mitchich with 2. Wallace for 3. And it has Davis Bertans listed on there. It says minutes minus, so he must have came in for like a second. Like he didn't even play a minute's worth. But Bertans came in for, at some point. The Thunder are shooting the 3 very well tonight. They're shooting a 50% right now. They are 11 of 22. For our San Antonio Spurs, who are not shooting the 3 well, they're 3 of 15, which is 20%. And we're lucky we're only down by 11. We talked about the game Holmgren was having. Wemby has 13 points, 4 rebounds, 1 assist, 1 steal, and 3 blocks in 15 minutes. Champagne with a donut, the usual. Jeremy Sohan not off to a good start. He had 0 points on 0 for 5 shooting. We're going to need a lot more from both of them if we're going to have a chance to win this game. Demisel with 8 points and 4 rebounds and 5 assists. Devin, as of late, his assist numbers have been trending in the right direction. So I'm glad to see Devin getting more involved with the playmaking and getting the ball to his teammates. Very impressive, and no turnovers either. Wesley, in his first career start in 13 minutes, 2 of 2 from the field, 1 of 1 from 3, made his first 3-pointer of the year. He's now shooting about 0.10% from three-point land. 2 rebounds, 2 assists, 1 turnover, 1 foul, 5 points. Not playing great, but certainly not playing bad and playing some good defense out there as well. Off the bench, Zach Collins still struggling. 1 of 4 from the field, 6 points. Dougie with 5. Chetty with 6. Kelvin with 5. And Branham with 4. Wow. Kellen rocking a team worst minus 17. And Branham right behind him with the second worst minus 14. Wow. Bench really not doing us any favors in this game. The Thunder outscored us 35-28 in the first quarter. The Spurs were outscored again in the second quarter, 28-24. So time for us to outscore them. Let's get some wins here at home. I mean, let's get some wins from the home crowd. Seriously, the team has been playing bad for most of the year. We've had a few good games. 8 of them specifically. Well, probably a little more than that. You know, we've had some losses we played well in, but the home crowd has not got to see the Spurs win a lot of games. As a matter of fact, the Spurs are 3-16 at home. They've won more games on the road than they have at home. I would really love the Spurs to win tonight because A, I'm a Spurs fan. Get a win for the home crowd, and one of our subscribers is there at the game. But also, you know, let's get a win for Wemby versus Chet. You know, so it'd be 1-1 for the old Chemby. I don't know. Let me look at the chat. I've been missing a lot. Yes, Moss Algo random, absolutely. Exactly. Hello there. That's the problem with Malachi Branham when he was starting. When he wasn't giving us any offense, he wasn't giving us anything because he sucks on defense. So those type of players that are one-dimensional can only give you one end of the court. When that end of the court is not firing on all cylinders, then they're an extreme liability out there. Another case in point would be Doug McDermott. When McDermott's hitting his threes, he's a valuable asset to the Spurs. Helps the floor spacing. He moves good off the ball and causes defenders to chase him around a lot. But when his offense isn't there, his defense sucks, and then he's a liability on the court. Wemba Holmgren, nice slide 26. I want Trae Young so bad, I hope Spurs shock us. That would be a shock. We need a lot more from Champagne and from Sohan as our starters. I mean, Kellen's not doing a ton. He's only scored 5 points. Kellen's gotten a little passive on the bench lately. I'm not sure why, because the whole thought of him going to the bench is he could be a spark plug off the bench, bring some energy in. And early in that role, he was taking 15 to 20 shots a game. Now, lately, it seems like he's not taking 10. Trae Young is a hell nah. Jay Francisco, there's a lot of things Kelvin can work on. I like Kelvin. He takes a three-point shooter. He takes a three-point shot, or he puts his head down and drives in the paint. That's about it. You get a little predictable on what he's going to do. When he's playing well, those moves work for sure. But he's inconsistent. And the problem is what our guys, and really this team, this 5-year losing streak is so many of our guys were inconsistent. Really, probably one of the most consistent players when he was here was DeJounte. DeRozan was fairly consistent. DeJounte was, but a lot of our young guys, Lonnie was always inconsistent. Derek, when he was here, was inconsistent. He's found his consistency gene, apparently, in Boston. But when he was here, he was up and down a lot, especially in the last year and a half. Jakob was pretty consistent. And then you look at our current roster. Keldon's all over the place. Devin's all over the place. Devin's a little more consistent than Keldon, but still, he's up and down. Wemby's probably one of our most consistent players right now, especially offensively, especially in the last few weeks. He's been just, doing terrific. But man, how can you win when every night 2 or 3 of your starters play well and 2 of your starters play bad? We just can't put it together every single night. When this team is all playing well, like all 5 starters are contributing, and we're getting some good bench play, we can win games. The problem is that has not happened a lot this year. Keldon just needs to spot up, but we give him more responsibility on offense because we have none right now. We have a lot of problems on the team. Hello there. I'm torn on that. Thanks, Benjamin. I think I do have a face for radio. But, it's hard to, I was going to go for it. I was going to be a mean joke, but you know what? I don't care. Because you wouldn't say that to my face, because I'll probably kick your ass. Because I know keyboard warriors when I see them. Anyway, you know what? I'm not going to let you get to me. Because I got Baby Coyote here. And Baby Coyote likes my face. And that's all that matters, right, Baby Coyote? Boop. All right, anyway. I thought I was going with this. I I got sidetracked by a keyboard warrior. So good job. What were we talking about? We're talking about the Spurs. Oh, Alexander Sarr. So I understand a lot of you guys are looking forward to the Eiffel Towers. You're thinking, Twin Towers, David Robinson, Tim Duncan, 2 7-footers. And then with Sarr and Wemby, we have 2 7-footers again. I get that, but who's running the offense? Are you confident with Trey Jones as a starting point guard? Do you see Blake Wesley as a starting point guard next year? It sure as heck is not going to be Devontae Graham or Malachi Brown at starting the point. So do you see a lineup of Wemby, Sarr, Sohan, Vassell, and then Jones or Wesley? I mean, Jones is a good player, but I don't think he's our point guard, our franchise point guard over the next decade. And the jury's still on Blake Wesley as well. Wesley has a lot of the problems that Jones has, is that he can't shoot. He can't shoot at all. He made his first 3 tonight. Prior to that, he was like 0 for everything. Oh, I don't know. Nor not now. If your thought is we're going to get Trey Young, and the starting lineup would be Sarr, Wemby, Sohan, Vassell, and Young, I mean, we definitely would have a massive upgrade 3-point shooting. Would we have enough defensively to make up for Trey Young's deficiencies on defense? I don't know. When did the Pistons win? What? Who do the Pistons beat? We're going to get a top 5 pick, and I like Tyrese Proctor out of Duke, 6'5" guard with great vision and shot making. Max, I'm not too familiar with him. I honestly don't follow college basketball much. I do follow it more than I did before because my girlfriend's a huge UConn fan, but I still don't follow it. That being said, when we find out what our draft position is, it may be a little before that, and there's a wasting on that. That's when I start doing some scouting on players that the Spurs may draft. And I usually like to scout about 3, maybe 4 players that they could possibly take. I'm not going to scout guys that there's no chance in them taking. Although that being said, the year they drafted Joshua Primo, he was certainly not on my radar and did not scout him at all. But I think players that we would look into on the channel around draft time are Alexander Sarr, Nikola Topic, Isaiah Collier, probably 1 or 2 other guys. And the Spurs right now are projected to have a top 3 pick, barring a weird lottery type thing like last year where everybody kind of, there was some flip-flopping going. The Rockets and the Pistons dropped down substantially. They were the worst team overall and went from the first overall pick down to 5th. So Pistons fans are not happy about that. I believe the Rockets were the second worst and dropped to 4. The Blazers moved up from wherever they were to 3rd. or second. Wait, we drafted first. Was it Portland second? Shoot, I can't remember the draft order now. Or the third. I can't remember if Charlotte or Portland drafted second. I think Portland drafted third. It was a Charlotte second and the Spurs first. Dang it. I don't remember. Shoot. Anyway, we're projected to have a top 3 pick. And I know this draft is not as deep as last year's, but a top 3 pick should still be a quality starter. Charlotte was second. I have not seen Reed Shepherd. I have not. I know we have some protected picks, but if we can get lucky, maybe we can get a few first-good rounders. But Max, the Charlotte Hornets pick this year is not going to convey whatsoever. That is lottery protected. Charlotte sucks. We're not getting that pick this year. The Raptors pick is top 6 protected. It's not looking good. I don't know where the Raptors are right now in the standings. Let me actually see where they are. The Raptors are... Yeah, that's important. That's something to keep an eye on. If you're a Spurs fan, you should be rooting for the Raptors to not be bad. But if we look at the standings right now, overall in the league, not the conference standings, but the actual league standings, from worst end up, the Pistons, the Wizards, the Spurs, the Hornets, the Blazers, the Raptors. The Raptors are the 6th worst team in the NBA right now. They're 2-8 in their last 10 games. They've traded away a lot of play. Traded away Pascal Siakam for picks. So they're trending in the wrong direction. If things continue as they are, they will wind up the 6th worst team in the NBA. And if they get the 6th overall pick, the Spurs will not get their pick this year. Now, if we get lucky and the Grizzlies or Nets jump in front of them and they get the 7th overall pick, then we take it. And the Grizzlies are actually, they're playing fairly well in their last 10. They're 6-4. The Nets are actually falling apart. They're 2-8 in their last 10. Good grief, the Warriors are 3-7 in their last 10. Golden State is 4 games under 500, 18-22. I had no idea Golden State was playing that bad right now. I knew they weren't playing great, but I didn't know they were actually that bad. Damn. They got people out, or is age finally catching up to the Warriors? What is happening with them? I've not followed them at all this year, so if you guys know in the chat, I'd be interested. But I have no idea. What you can do, though, is while you're looking in the chat and while you're talking to folks, make sure you hit the thumbs up. We're close to 150, and we'd love to get to that sooner than later. So who can we realistically trade for to complement Wemby? So what I'm hearing from you guys with the Atlanta Hawks is for DeJounte Murray, they want 2 first-round picks and a starter. Hear me out. If they're looking to move Trae Young, I'd have to think they're going to want 4 first-round picks. That's my thought. I don't necessarily know they're going to want a player. Might need a player for salary purposes, maybe like a Doug McDermott, one of those guys, or a Devontae Graham, somebody that's making, 12, 13 million a year, whatever. They're probably going to want 4. Now, my question to you, Spurs fans, is would you trade one of the Atlanta picks back, and maybe some of these protected first-round picks we have for Trae Young? I've always been the type of fan that prefers building through the draft than via free agency and trades. I mean, you look at the jerseys on this wall. Draft pick, spent his whole career with the Spurs. Or drafted by the Spurs, spent his career with the Spurs. Drafted by the Spurs, spent his career with the Spurs. Drafted by the Spurs, spent his career with the Spurs. Both drafted by the Spurs. Don't know what's going to happen there yet. Hopefully both spend their career with the Spurs. But that's the type of fan I've always been. The New York Giants. My favorite player of all time is Eli Manning. Drafted by the Spurs. Or drafted by the Spurs. Drafted by... Well, no, actually not drafted by the Giants. He was traded draft night, but he spent his whole career with the Giants. Lawrence Taylor spent his whole career with the Giants. Tiki Barber spent his whole career with the Giants. I wish I could say Tony Parker spent his whole career with the Spurs, but he played that stupid one season that I don't want to talk about. It is what it is. But I just, I've always been a fan of guys that start the career with my team and stay there, not a traded player. I don't know. No, Trey cannot play D, Night Owl. His defense is atrocious. If we get DJ, it's still built but not bought. I mean, if we were to trade 2 first rounds and a player for DeJounte, we would eventually have rented him to the Atlanta Hawks for a year and a half and got more for him than it got. Well, they got Wemby by not having DeJounte on the team, but we would also probably have a little more draft capital from that trade. we have seen that happen with the Spurs before. For younger fans that weren't watching in the 90s, Sean Elliott was a San Antonio Spur, was traded to Detroit Pistons for Dennis Rodman, played 1 year with Detroit, failed his physical, and came back to the Spurs. I don't remember if we had to trade anything to get him back or if we signed with free agency, but Sean Elliott's career with the Spurs was literally his first, 4 or 5 years with San Antonio, 1 year in Detroit, and the rest of his career in San Antonio. I wish his whole career was with San Antonio, but it is what it is. Kellen Johnson plus 2 first-round picks. Yeah, see, so I try not to think about that Primo pick. I trade 4 picks for SGA. I don't think he's up for trade, Keith. Yeah, he's not up for trade. Third quarter on the way. The Spurs are down by 11. Cooper Flag 2025. Nicole Topic and Cooper Flag. Aren't they both point guards, though, Paul? How many points did Booker have? Vassell for 3 to start us off. That is no good. Wemby with the offensive board. How many did he have? How many Booker have? Champagne with the ball. Ball's knocked out of bounds. It's going to stay with San Antonio. Trae Young is a fantastic offensive player, Dan. He is considered one of the worst defensive players in the NBA for a reason. He's bad at defense. That's not me just making stuff up for the channel. He is bad on defense, but he's also fantastic on offense. So, Vassell pull-up jumper, no good, and get a foul, going to line for 2. Cooper Flag the power 4. Is he? I don't know a lot about him. I honestly had no idea. Cooper Flag is a power forward. So that would cause some friction in the TSR household because Miss TSR Sports is not a Cooper Flag fan because she wanted to come to UConn and he went to Duke instead. So now he's an enemy for life. So he became a San Antonio Spur. I don't know what that would mean. First free throws good by Devin. Paul, the $10 super chat. Thank you so much for contributing to the channel. Looks like I'm using these super chats to buy a new computer soon because my computer crashed earlier. It is 4 years old, which isn't that old. But I dropped it once off my table in front of me, which broke one of the hinges. And I spilled water on it once, so I don't think it's going to last as long as it probably normally would. So thank you very much. I'll probably start laptop shopping. I'm hoping this makes it through this season, but I'm going to have to get it this year. I don't think this computer will make it till next season. I'll keep the computer to edit videos and just have 3 laptops apparently in my house because I still have this old laptop. This is the original TSR Sports laptop, this very old HP. This is from 2015 and it still works. Spurs, no defense on the inbound pass as Dort gets a bucket. I mean, the computer still works, so no point in getting, dang, that thing is 9 years old. Holy crap. Still works. I do my day videos on that computer. The videos I shoot during the afternoon or the morning. Wemby with the ball gets to the Sohan reverse layup. Good. Well, she can get over it. Are they still saying Wembyama's name is correct? Shea into the paint. Gets a SGA with the layup and 1. Anthony Barnes with $5 super chat says, get today's version of Bruce Bowen or Shane Battier. Who would it be? Oh, I don't know. Sohan heard me Disney. Thank you for the super chat, Anthony. I really appreciate it. I don't know who would that be in today's NBA. I certainly don't know who that would be in the draft. As he hits the free throw, it's a 12-point lead. Come on, Spurs. I've heard Herb Jones' name. And a travel on, I think it's on Sohan. That's turnover. Is Herb Jones not playing with OKC right now? Is he, or not OKC, the Pelicans? Is he in the doghouse? What is going on with him? Spurs Friday night on NBA TV, 9:30 versus the Blazers. So we have a lot of televised games this week. 2 games on NBA TV and 1 on stupid ESPN. Every stupid penis knows. Week. That's all. That's what I came up with. ESPN. I don't know. It was on the fly. Williams pull-up jumper good. 70-56, down by 14. Come on, Spurs. Don't let this be a third quarter nightmare. Wesley gets into the paint, kicks it out to Vassell. Vassell thinks about the 3, pulls it down, drives in the paint himself. Pull-up jumper, good. One of the awesome players. Really? Giddey gets in the paint, gets the layup good. PJ Tucker, you guys want to get a vet? Yes, they're going to keep bullying Josh Giddey. I'm waiting for Pop to tell people to stop doing that. Offensive foul on the Spurs. I think I'm going to call Wemby on the foul on that one. The defense doesn't look that good, and the offense is trash. I don't want to say it's trash, but we have issues, Spurs fans. We have a lot of issues. Isaiah Collier is definitely a player I'd like to get homer if so be it. Good evening, Amir the Sports Critic. What's up? Is not the Spurs' chances of winning this game. We are down by 16. It's on ESPN if you are at home looking for something to watch tonight. Champagne with the ball starts to drive. Throws it way... deflected out of bounds, but way over Blake Wesley's head. Go get Anthony Black. However, Sohan finished around the rim great last year. And this year, he seems to have regressed. He's improved his three-point shooting, improved his free throw percentage, and Wesley's going to turn the ball over. Wanting a foul, not going to get it. The New York Giants may lose Brandon Bean. And Mike, oh, really? And a foul down the other end. Man, they suck, Zach. Let's be honest. Our Giants are terrible. They're a mess. The offensive line has been crap for forever, and it still sucks. Our quarterback situation is a mess. Daniel Jones. I did find out Daniel Jones next year is guaranteed, and then the last years of his contract are not. So the Giants could choose to part ways with DJ. SGA at the line hits the first free throw, and the Thunder are starting to pull away, and this needs to stop. No faith in Collier? I haven't done enough research on him. I will do a research video on him. Obviously, I'm going to be looking at somebody else's scouting report and giving my 2 cents, as I'm not an NBA scouter. But we'll look at him. We'll look at Sarr. We'll look at Topic. We'll take a look at a few of the guys the Spurs may draft. The ball gets over Sully, and Sone's going to drive baseline on Holmgren. Gets it back to Wesley. Wesley's whip around. Nice job by Blake Wesley getting the ball to where Chet Holmgren could not get it. That's a shot that would have got blocked very easily at the start of the season. I've definitely seen noticeable improvement in Blake Wesley's ability to shield the defender from getting the ball, as someone's going to foul SGA, and SGA is going to go to the line for 2 more. Blake's been looking good. And Zach, yes, Wemmy's been great this year. Yes, he takes too many threes. I will concede that. You're never going to hear me argue that point with a Spurs fan. If you tell me Wemby shoots too many threes, I will agree with you. I don't like seeing him take around 5 threes a game. He's had issues with turnovers. That being said, considering what he's had to work with this year, I think he's playing very well. Is Julian Champagnie a starter on any team in the NBA anywhere? No. A lot of people would argue Sohan and Vassell are not starters either, and then obviously Blake Wesley would not be a starter. Trey Jones wouldn't be. So, he's not a lot to work with. He's got the ball right now, gets into Wesley in the paint. Wesley's pull-up jumper is going to bounce around and go in. Blake, all right. Come on, Blake. Champagnie should be on the bench. 3 beers from Cancun, my man. Thank you for stopping in. The Detroit Pistons for Julian Champagnie. SJ with the ball, gets it over to Williams. Williams finds Giddey. Giddey's going to drive. Kicks it back out. Dort with the ball. Dort's going to get fouled by Champagnie. A lot of fouls in the third quarter. The Pistons, they might have players that are up for grabs. Collier is a good passer and has handles. Isn't Collier a really good finisher at the rim? Champagnie just needs to get released. Spur of the moment, Josh Giddey, Holmgren for 3, air ball. Josh Giddey got accused of some stuff earlier this season, and I'm not going to go into it on the channel. Just look up Josh Giddey online, and you can research it yourself. G Studio, were you one of the folks ready to cut Blake? I did a video on that at the start of the season. I said time to give up on Blake Wesley. In the video, I said there's a lot of problems with this game, not ready to give up on him yet, and it's probably because you could see he has ability at times, but also he was a first-round pick in 2022. You don't give up on a guy that's only around 20 years old this early, and I'm glad to see he's progressing. He gets into the paint right now, kicks it out to Sohan. Sohan around to Vassell, back to Sohan. Sohan's going to take the 3. Oh my gosh. Oh my God. That wasn't even close. Jeremy. I think I hear the fans booing. Did this boo the Sohan? SGA spins around the paint, throws it up, and misses the layup. Wemby with the rebound, 78-62. Can we get a run? Masel's going to take a quick three. All right, Devin. Josh Giddey will not be charged last update. And we'll leave it there. Thank you, Zach. That's as much as we want to touch that. SGA pull-up jumper over Sohan, no good. Champagny with the rebound, get it to Wesley. Wesley zipping up the court like he does. Wesley back out to Devin Vassell, 16 on shot clock. Spurs down, 78-65. A little over 7 minutes to go. Devin will get the ball into Wemby. Wemby in the post. Gets blocked. Giddey with the ball, gets booed again, misses a layup. Dort wide open for three. He misses the shot. We can't get a freaking rebound. Giddey with the three-point. Nope. Pull it down, drives in the paint, and gets blocked by Wemby. Suck it, Giddey. Spurs on the break. Alley-oop to Wesley. He's going to get fouled. Giddey's getting booed relentlessly. I turned the volume up just a little bit so I can hear it. Yeah, he's getting booed every time he touches the ball. I was shocked Wemby just tried to alley-oop that and didn't try to dunk that. Are we going to a timeout? We're going to timeout. Wemby with 5 blocks. They're booing Giddey for off the court, not on the court, Bryson. And that'll probably happen for the rest of the season in some towns. Marauders. I don't know what to do with that one. I'm just going to leave them. Phil, the entire arena has been booing Giddey all night, every time he touches the ball. Thank you for the $5 super chat, my man. I hope you are having a great time at the game. At some point in our lifetime, we are going to go to a Spurs game together. It will happen. I don't know when, but it'll happen. Apples and bananas. Good evening. I could go for a banana. Pop is going to say stop booing Giddey. I hope he doesn't. He might. I'm worried he's going to grab the microphone at any point, apples and bananas. Now, there's a big difference. Here. Pop has a good relationship with Kawhi Leonard. Sorry, Spurs fans. I know they don't like the way he left, but it appears he has a good relationship with Kawhi Leonard. Pop is aware the situation would happen with Giddey. He might not be. I gotta assume he's aware. Might not be wanting to say anything in regards to that. He might just keep the old mouth shut on that. Josh Giddey. Oh, goodness. Oh, boy. Apparently not Aussie, but I don't know anything. We should be booing our offense. You know, Moses? Fair enough. Greetings from Nazi I-35 reaching OKC in Wichita. Donald Hausenfluck. Gotta be careful saying that. Good evening to you. Oh, Carl, I mean, Wemmy's just going to keep getting better and better and better. Hey, Javay, good evening to you. Fish, what's up? Thank you for stopping in. I mean, we look at what Victor is doing in his rookie season, and he doesn't have great players around him, and it hurts me to say that. I'm a San Antonio Spurs fan, clearly, and to sit here and have to say that, it kills me, but Julian Champagnie's not a starter on any team in the NBA, not even the Detroit Pistons, and we're so lacking for talent that he's in the starting lineup. I do wish Keldon was still in the starting lineup. They made a decision to have him come off the bench. It is what it is, but Keldon's been so up and down this year, and really up and down a lot in his career. I wish he could find some nice consistency in his game, but he just hasn't found it yet, like a lot of guys. Oh boy, the Giddey stuff. You guys know I'm not going to repeat a lot of that in the chat. I just can't. I can't do it. Well, Omar, it happened. Coming back from the timeout, Spurs down by 13, and just let's get this to single digits. Let's get this to 5-ish. I mean, how with that? Let's just get a lead. Never mind, get it to 5. ESPN pushing Chet as Rookie of the Year narrative all game long. If they were so high on Chet, why can't he guard Wemby alone? Oh, yeah, he can't. They moved Chet out in the longer. Yeah, Theo, you know what? ESPN can suck it. I can't stand ESPN. They suck. But they are the number one sports network on the planet, and they are televising the game, but I don't like ESPN. Which I know why a lot of folks, Wesley at the line for 2, he is an atrocious free throw shooter. That's one thing he needs to work on this year. They're officially saying Wemby has 4 blocks. I thought he had 5, but I guess they took one away. Blake, slow down with the free throws. Wemby gets the offensive rebound. Verizon Payne gets fouled by Chet. I was going to say Wemby. Man, Blake, learn to shoot a damn free throw. I know that's why a lot of folks, like to hang out in these type of streams. One for the community, but some of you actually say, Rich, I'd rather listen to you than the ESPN announcers. I take that as a compliment because they're professionals getting paid to do this. And I'm just a very passionate fan on his couch. Wemby at the line. First free throw is going to bounce around and finally go in. Kitty piece I fit for playmaking spinning because now, yeah, Muhammad, I wouldn't want him on the team. I mean, I can't say anything on it. I don't. 78-66, both teams in the bonus. Make the second one. 78-67. Well, Michelob, I get Google ad revenue and super chats, but they do this for a career. This is not a career. This is a hobby. As Jalen Williams gets loose for a huge dunk. I do make money off of YouTube. I freely admit that. I love Google's ad revenue, and I wholeheartedly appreciate super chats. But I don't look at it as a business. SJ and the fast break off the Spurs turnover layup good. Like, I don't do memberships. I don't do sponsorships. I don't do Patreon. I do this because I like doing it. I've been a YouTube content creator since 2006. This channel since 2019, but YouTube since 2006. And for 13 of those years, I wasn't monetized and didn't care. I just did it because I enjoyed it. We're going to have a foul on the Thunder. I think Wemby's going back to the line for 2. I mean, some of the videos I've been putting up lately, I know they're not going to get a lot of views. Kristen Press is Wonder Woman. Eli Manning is a Terminator, but I like them. The music stuff on the channel. Music doesn't get a lot of views, but I love making music, which I am shooting the Wemby in the Name of video this weekend. I got something. I got a prop, and I know what I want to do for the video, and I'm going to shoot it this weekend and hopefully have it up early next week. Turn off ESPN and listen to you. There you go, Nick. Appreciate it. Yes, he did, Jacob. Wemby's got a few blocks tonight. He's got like 4. Wemby's first free throw is good. 82-68. The leaf blower smile. I got a sponsor from a leaf blower. What the hell does that have to do with anything on this channel? Somebody's like, hey, how would you like to promote? I feel bad, but every sponsorship email I get, and I do get quite a few, I just delete it. Wemby's second free throw is no good. I don't want to sit here and promote a product that has nothing to do with the channel. The only thing I won't do a sponsorship that I would advertise on a channel if it was San Antonio Spurs related or from the Spurs themselves. And that hasn't happened, so that's happened once. Vogel came out with a Tim Duncan bobblehead. I said he came out with the bobblehead in one video, and that was it. Holding for 3, no good. Vassell with the rebound. 5.5 minutes to go. 82-68. Okay. Homer, if you're making a card game, good luck. I'm a Magic the Gathering player myself. I play Commander. Vassell with the ball gets out to Sohan. Sohan thinks about the 3, gets into Wemby instead. Wemby with the jumper off the backboard, and it's good. Wemby is playing fantastic. He's the only one really cooking for the Spurs tonight, as usual. The other guys need to step up already. Come on. You're having the youngest player on the team is doing all the work. And on the shot clock for the Thunder, out to Dort. Dort's going to drive. Kicks it back out to Williams. Williams, step back 3. No good. Wemby with the rebound. He'll bring it up for San Antonio. He's just going to launch a 3. No good. Blake Wesley with the rebound. Out to Kelvin. Kelvin for 3. No good. Stop chucking 3s. Set up, guys. Set up. Holmes going to fly mid. Suck it, Chet. Boom. Chet bringing the ball up the court. Gets in the paint. Wemby from right behind. RDM, I don't want to do sponsorships though because I hate channels that sit there and advertise for like 3 or 4 minutes. I fast forward through all those. I can't do that to you guys. I can't and I won't. Sorry. There was a foul on the play. I don't know if it was on Wemby or Sohan. Chet's at the line for 2. Carl, I've never heard that. I haven't heard anything that they don't like each other. That sounds like it just could be media nonsense. Like I like to reference this because I think it's stupid. I saw on the Spurs Facebook page that some betting website said that it is likely the next place that LeBron goes to is the Spurs. And I was like, no freaking way. Chet misses a second free throw and then he falls down trying to get his own rebound. Spurs on the run. And now we're going to have an offensive foul on Zach Collins because Zach Collins. So just slipped on a banana. I have a better idea, TSR. Have Ricky Lombardo, Ron Gemma, Coyote, and Yoda sponsor the channel instead. I'm sorry, look, I'm not knocking anybody that has sponsorships. Please do not take it that way. Everybody can do what they want on their own channels. Because it's their channel. For this channel, I just don't want to bring that in here. I want people to know this is about having fun, cheering for our teams, being part of a community, and that's the most important thing. The time I put into it, somebody say, well, you deserve to get money from the time you put in. I'll get that from Google's ad revenue. I'm fine with just hanging out. Especially when Miss TSR joins me for the streams at some point. Being able to watch the games with my girlfriend, that's going to be awesome. I mean, she watches them with me now when she's here, but she's, not on camera yet. Collins has been awful. Jared Williams, good evening. Hey, Andon and Gabe says, you're so cute. I hope you have a great day. I hope you have a great day, too. Collins has been not good. Brandon's at the line for 2 first free throws. Good. Nope, from Terry, never apologize. You've been a supporter from the channel for a long time. And by the way, supporter, just being a subscriber or hanging out, hitting the thumbs up, which I haven't asked for that for a while, thumbs up, that's being a supporter. Hitting the thumbs up.
Go, Spurs, go! Go, Spurs, go!
I think Zach Collins was 0 for 7 last game, Brandon Lee. By the way, rest in peace, Brandon Lee and his dad. SGA with the bar now starts to drive. Kicks it out to whoever that is for 3. Williams for 3. One of the many Williams on the Thunder. Collins is a guaranteed brick. Calvin the ball gets it out to Devin. Devin on the catch and shoot 3. Little short, no good. The other Jalen Williams with the rebound. Thank you for the light, Michelob. Appreciate it. Hello there. I'm 6'4", and I probably rebound better than Zach Collins. Seriously, what's going on here? You double team SJ. He kicks it out for 3. Isaiah Joe and the Spurs are down by 19. The biggest deficit of the game for them. Ball's going to be knocked out of bounds. It'll stay with the Spurs. Jared, they're tough to watch. And we're going to have a timeout. Jack was talking about that look as in Jordan, Kobe, etc., and that Zion doesn't have that look. I personally think Victor has that look and is sending a message to Chet tonight. I think he has that look, student. Only way to want LeBron is if he accepted playing the second or third option, being a playmaker. Can't deny it. He does have great court IQ. And Vera, at his age, he probably would not be the primary. Cash Blue, The Crow is a great movie. Yeah, well, unfortunately, we are getting outscored 28-20 in the third quarter. We've been outscored every quarter tonight. The Thunder got us in the first quarter 35-28. Second quarter 28-24. Third quarter 28-20. The Thunder come into this game 30-13. We come into the game 8-35. One of these things is not like the other. I mean, we're expected to lose this game, and barring a miracle, we're probably going to. But I'm not giving up on our team yet. I'll be here till the end. I'm almost always here till the end, unless we're down by like 40 with 4 minutes to go or 5 minutes to go. Once in a blue moon, I'll call it. But lately, I've been just staying to the end no matter what. Collins sucks. Leon, yeah. SGA 27 points, 7 assists. Yep, he'll get his average. No, McLove, I have not seen that. That press short reminds me of Becky. I'm fine with that, Cowboy X Factor. I don't know if I'll do any more shorts like that with athletes playing a role in a movie, but I've done things with. I've had Victor Wembanyama singing in one of the Spurs videos, Spurs music videos. Man, I just like to be goofy. Lucas Samanic sang his whole song, "Unleash the Sandwich," sort of sang his song. So if you haven't seen that one was a lot of fun to do. All our four, is it our all forward unit? Vassell, Collins, Osman, Johnson, Brent. Well, they're not our all wing unit minus Collins. 4 out of 22 for 3-pointers for the Spurs. Collins playing great for the Thunder. Yeah. 4 of 22. That's less than 20%. Homer's always ballyhooed for his efficiency, but he's 3 of 7 for 8 points and 6 rebounds. That's all he's doing tonight, Carl? Wow. Chet is absolutely not contributing to the OKC win tonight. Mainly everyone but him is touching the ball. His overwhelming talk needs to stop. Yeah. Victor's having a much better game. I don't know Victor's stat line. Well, heck, we're in a timeout. And I can pull it up real quick. So I pull up the box score from the old ESPNer. Box score! We can get some Mas Agua while I'm doing so, and hopefully we can get this lead down to 12 before the quarter's over, or less. Holmgren's played 25 minutes. He's got 8 points, 6 rebounds, 3 assists, no steals, 3 blocks, 2 turnovers, 2 fouls. 25 minutes. Wemby in 23 minutes, 6 of 12 from the field, 18 points, 11 rebounds, 4 assists, 1 steal, 4 blocks, 3 turnovers, 2 fouls. I mean, Wemby's outplaying him tonight. Is he greatly outplaying him? He's playing a little better, but Chet does have a +7. Wemby has a -7. But that's more the players around them than the actual player. Victor is having a better game. It is Spurs ball. And turnover by the Spurs. That's cool. At least Mono is in the house. Yes, he is. Playing better in less minutes. Yes, honestly. He's been getting less minutes all year than a lot of his counterparts. SGA misses a shot. And what do you know? Second chance opportunity for the Thunder to get the offensive board because, well, we just don't rebound. And Kenrich Williams is going to drive in the paint, and now it's a 21-point game. Yep, turnover off timeout, Brandon. Classic Spurs. Keldon with the ball, driving the paint. Gets blocked. Gets the ball back. Throws it up and in. 93-74. Robert, I like what I've been seeing out of Blake. He's showing a lot of improvement. There's still a lot of things he can improve on, certainly. SGA pull-up jumper good. And 1. Gets fouled by Branham. Osman is allergic to defense. General Chicken, good evening. Trade everybody except Wemby. Kokoshibo. Take that sentence you just put in the chat and take the word perimeter out. Yep, Zenabin, he got the free throw. 22-point game still. He has earned Malachi's minutes, Robert. Malachi's one of the worst defenders in the NBA from what you guys have told me statistically speaking. Shea got the 30. Shea got the 30. I always butcher his name. SGA got the 30. Wesley, at least he gives us some defense if his offense isn't cooking. And Collins gets blocked. Wow, Collins has been awful of late. Awful. Kenrich Williams for 3 is no good. I know I'm right. I think Collins just turned the ball over. Wesley with the foul on SG, and he's going to go to the line for 2. We are falling apart here in the second half. There's only 4 people I like on the Spurs. Wemby, Vassell, Kelvin sometimes, and Trey, and maybe Sohan. Well, I'm counting 5 when you did that, SOS. Melissa, good evening. Cash Boo, Barlow's not hurt. Collins is taking his minutes, but you know what? If Collins keeps playing like this, Barlow's going to start taking his minutes, or at least be given an opportunity to take his minutes. Real talk. Have we really been good with any of our first-round picks in the past years other than Wemby? No. Sissoko was the second round. So the previous year, Jeremy Sohan, Malachi Branham, and Blake Wesley. Keldon with a crazy wild shot off the glass that did not go in. All three are jury's still out. Prior year extreme dud with Joshua Primo. Before that, Demisel. A miss and a Kendrick Williams putback. We are getting blown out now. It's officially a blowout. That is officially a blowout. I don't know if Wemby's going to come back in. And now Zach Collins bounces the ball off of somebody's leg. Kickball. We have the second worst starting five in the league. Mr. Savage, let me look at Zach's stats. I don't think they're very good. He's 1 of 5 tonight. 6 points and 3 rebounds. Sorry, 1 of 6. And last game he was what, 0 for 7? Yeah, Wemby's not in there. This team falls apart. Collins with the ball right now. Gets it to Blake Wesley. Wesley back to Collins. Open for 3. Nope. No, you know what, James? In retrospect, we should not have given Collins that contract. We shouldn't have. And it's looking like we grossly overpaid. That 3 is no good. I think that was Isaiah Joe. Thunder get the ball back. Shot clock is off. Why is the shot clock off? Shouldn't it have been at 14? SGA with the ball. Starts to drive. Out to Dort. Dort around the world to Joe. Joe for 3. No good. Brandon with the rebound. 8 seconds to go in the third quarter, which has not been kind to our Spurs. And Collins going to lose the ball out of bounds. Last touch by the Thunder. Under 3 seconds to go. Zach is new leader for the tank squad. Theo, Zach Collins, if I'm inbound, I'm in range. If I'm inbound, I'm in range. Bobic, yeah, we're struggling. You got the ball to Collins. Collins drives in the paint. The runner is good at the buzzer. Hey, Zach did something. Cut the lead to 24. Is Sean Elliott ripping the Spurs, Adrian? I mean, it's on ESPN, so I can't hear his commentary. It's not on the League Pass. Actually, the replay will probably be on the League Pass. Is Sean really giving it to the Spurs right now? I'm sure he's tired of losing. I mean, Sean, or not, he's tired of seeing the team lose. I mean, he should be ripping the team. Whoa, Crispy! I like the name. Thank you for stopping in. Thank you all for stopping. If you haven't hit the thumbs up, I know we're getting killed, but the thumbs up still does help the channel. So I'd greatly appreciate it if you could give a guy a thumbs up and get us to 200.
Go, Spurs, go! Go, Spurs, go!
Put the old quarter 4 up there. But we are down. Whoops, Selena, come back. We are down by 26. It's just... It's rough right now, losing like... Really? You're going to laugh at us getting blown out, Kawhi? Wow, Rolling Chong, you called it as I was doing it. You must have unagi. Poor Coyote doesn't want to watch us anymore. He's tired. Night, buddy. I mean, baby Coyote doesn't want to watch the Spurs lose like this. You can't. No. Okay, buddy. All right. Get comfortable. Good night, buddy. They do deserve to be ripped on. And we did need trade owns. Mr. OG, I'm hoping Wemby comes out in the 4th to start the 4th. I don't know how long he's going to play if we're down by this. Wemby and Trae Young, please make it happen. The Spurs organization, move. I'm fine with the Spurs trading Keldon and Chetty Osman and Doug to get Trae. Well, it wouldn't just be those 3 players. It would be picks as well. BVS, I don't know. Brian Wright has really confused me on what he's going to do with the franchise because, going back a few years, trading Derek White was a surprise. I was like, oh, backcourt for the future is supposed to be Derek White and DeJounte Murray. Okay, we're moving on from White. And then he traded DeJounte. I know there's some issues with the contract situation and but still, trading DeJounte was a shocker. And then just, trading Jakob and a lot of the moves. I really don't know what the plan is. We have 1 million second-round picks over the next 5 years. We have too many second-round picks. So I would have to think he's going to try to move some players and picks for, what I'm seeing from NBA analysis sites, is maybe for players that maybe before the trade deadline, even this year, is guys that aren't really given a chance, that had a lot of potential in the draft, and now in their second or third year in their minutes, they're just not getting minutes. But whether he actually does anything, we constantly hear Keldon Johnson's name in trade talks. We heard him last year. He didn't get traded. We're hearing some stuff this year. I think if the Spurs make a move, Keldon probably be one of the players that has to get moved, and that's going to suck for me having one of his jerseys. I have two of his jerseys for that matter. It is what it is. I have no control over that. I just don't. Something tells me he's not going to get moved. He's on a very team-friendly contract, and the team seems to really like him. The organization seems to really like him. So I think Keldon's not going anywhere. If we're going to get a Trae Young type of player, it's going to be for a plethora of picks. And I don't know if the Spurs are going to want to part with a ton of draft pick capital, first round picks that is, to get a veteran point guard or vet, period. I'm going to mess this up, but Alvarado Guerrero, thank you so much for the $20 super chat. Says, thanks for always doing a great job calling the Spurs game, watching from Honduras. Thank you for the super chat. Appreciate it. Thank you very much. That's very kind of you, especially since TSR's computer kind of broke tonight. And it looks like I'm going to be buying a new computer this summer or sooner than that. Couldn't get my clock going. The Thunder missed the first shot. Hogan with the rebound. I love doing this. You guys know I love doing this. It's a hobby. And you guys are my Spurs community. You really are. And I appreciate you. Chet just dropped a 3. We're down 27. Come on, Spurs. Make this respectable. This is Chet versus Wemby 2. Wemby drives in the paint and dunks. It pushes Chet all the way back and stares him down.
Thunder dunk of justice.
And now an offensive foul, and Chet Holmgren clearly frustrated. Wemby just pushed his ass right in the paint and threw it down and stare him down. I don't care I'm down by a million. I'm showing you who's boss. I love it. Wemby absolutely just bullied that toothpick. Wemby's thin, but Chet's a freaking toothpick. Come on. And then Chet, frustrated on the way down the other end, gets an offensive foul. I love it. Wemby bullying Chet on that one. That was great. I know we're down by 25 if there's any Thunders fans. And now Chet with the steal on Wemby. These two are starting to go at it. Chet sprinting up the court into the paint and gets the coast-to-coast layup and then falls out of bounds and hits his head on the apparatus. Spurs come back the other way. They're going at it, and I love it. I love it. And an offensive foul on somebody for the Spurs, I guess. That's got to be on. That's got to make the. That's got to make the ESPN top 10 plays. Look. I know we're getting killed. The Thunder are absolutely crushing us, but I'm glad to see Wemby's fighting. And Casey Wallace gets in the paint, gets a layup, and we're down by 29. We're barring an absolute miracle, we're going to lose. But having Wemby and Chet go at it here in the fourth quarter is fun. It's funny, I'm calling Chet a skinny ASS, but Wemby's just as skinny, for being honest. A little less skinny. I think Wemby's a little thicker. A little thicker as Wiggins gets in the paint, gets a layup. Chet Holmgren. Did I say Chet? I mess his name up all the time. Vassell drives in the paint, throws it up, and tough layup by Devin. Hey, we just got to 80. Wait, did he cry in head? What do you mean he's going to cry on Twitter with the headbutt? Well, Crispy, I hope he gets the 4 points for you. 109.80, and we're down by a million. Holmgren drives in the paint again. He throws a dunk on Keldon Johnson, so Holmgren is fired up now. The intensity dial is going up for the Wemby situation. That's Victor Wembanyama versus Chet Holmgren. Chet versus Wemby. Wemby for short on this channel. Wemby with the ball right now starts to drive on Chet. Gets him into the paint. Throws up a very difficult layup. And it gets tipped in. These guys are going at it. I mean, I know it's a blowout, but this part of the game is fun. I wish it was happening at the start of the first quarter. Better late than never, I guess. Jalen Williams with the ball. Starts to drive. Gets in the paint. Had it knocked away by Wemby. Thunder keep the ball. And Micic walked. Traveling. I think Wemby's taking junk to chat, to talking. Yo, I think they are talking a little trash to one another. I think they are. Wemby with 22 points, Chet with 15. Wemby with 4 blocks, Chet with 3. Brandon with the ball right now out in three-point lane. Gets it to McDermott. He'll get the ball in the Wemby. Wemby versus Chet again. Wemby's pull-up jumper. Why? Where was this at the start of the game, these two taking on one another? Where was this at the start of the game? Oh, well. Better late than never. Holden for 3. Nope. Starts a drive. The travel. Chet just left his feet, came down, and then took a shot after that. Where's the travel on that? How about that one? Eight minutes to go, and the Spurs are getting killed, but Wemby and Chet putting on a show at least. I thought that was a travel, Kokoshibo. I literally just saw the man run, jump, land, and then jump and shoot. I was like, wait a minute, you can't leave your feet twice. Branham for 3. Wow, Malachi Branham actually hit a rare 3. We need Bobo and Ben Simmons. No, and Ben Simmons is awful. He has totally lost his all-star form from a few years ago. He's not the same guy. Chet with the ball right now, guarded by Branham. That is a huge mismatch height-wise. Starts to drive. Gets doubled. Out to Wiggins. Wiggins in the paint. Turnaround Jay over McDermott. Good. Wow. These teams are actually going at it. Even though it's a blowout, they're going at it. Bobo can do that in practice, but he can't do it in game. Bobo and Ben Simmons 1-2 punch. Yeah, 1-2 lottery pick, here we come punch. Wemby in the paint, pushes Chet and goes for the huge dunk. He missed the dunk. He missed the dunk. And Wiggins for 3. Wemby went for a monster dunk and missed it. Guys are very fired up, though. Vassell's going to launch it out to McDermott for 3. Dougie for 3. And a timeout. Timeout. I mean, we're getting killed 118-90, but man, for a blowout, this fourth quarter's been fun. Right? For a blowout? Oh, Carl, that move had very bad intentions. Wemby was looking to posterize Chet Holmgren there. He was looking for an absolute poster. He missed the dunk. Yeah, that had bad intentions all the way. We're finally having a blowout, but an entertaining blowout. As you see the two young guys just taking it at one another. Wemby bullying Chet. He learned some bullying from Embiid. I've heard Kyle Lowry might be available. He's really up there. Man, RDM, I could go for chocolate right now. I don't care about the score because we have Gio. Exactly. You know what? We're getting blown out. But at least this is part of the game has been entertaining. Doug McBucket's trade value going up a little every game. And you know what, Leon? I feel bad for Wemby too because if things progress the way they are, this will be the worst San Antonio Spurs team of all time. They have a long way to go to get to 21 wins. They're probably not going to get to it, and I feel bad for Wemby that he's going to be associated with the worst Spurs team of all time when he is doing everything he can to get this team a win, but the players around him. I mean, look at who we have on the court right now. Champagnie sucks. He's been awful this year. Team-friendly contract, yes. He's a bench player. He's not a starter. Vassell has been very good in spurts and has had some huge games for us, but he's been inconsistent. McDermott is a bench player. Branham, terrible. Absolutely terrible. Defensive albatross and wildly inconsistent offensively. Just there's not a lot around him. Wemby accepted the challenge, and yes, he does. ESPN really hyping Chet. Wemby got highlights, and they're not. Wait, are they only showing Chet's highlights? You know, that's not like ESPN. It's not like ESPN. You know why? Because the Thunder are a winning team, and they're going to go in the playoffs, and the Spurs are losing and don't draw as much rating, so they're not going to highlight anything the Spurs. And you're going to see this cyclically with ESPN, YouTube content creators, everybody. When the Spurs are, well, maybe not so much Wemby, but channels like ESPN, they're going to show our team some love when, you know, there's hype around them, and then when the hype dies, like it's died down right now because the team's losing, they don't care about our team. You even see it now. People aren't following the Spurs The people in the non-Spurs channels, the Spurs channels were still following the Spurs, but the non-Spurs channels are only following Wemby. They don't care about the team anymore. Just Wemby. It sucks. That's the way it is. It is what it is. You know, we're here because we love the team. I'm glad Wemby's part of the team, but I'm here to root for the team, and Wemby's been entertaining, but I want the team to succeed, and right now the team is just not, they're worse than last year. Part of that could be we don't have any vets. Jakob is gone. Josh Richardson's gone. John Wall's available as a free agent. I saw a website say maybe the Spurs should go after him. I'd rather not. I'd rather see what we got in Trey Jones and Blake Wesley. If we get John Wall, is he going to start over them? What does that do for us? It does give us some vet leadership, but is it really? I mean, don't we not have veterans that are with the team on a regular basis? Tim Duncan's supposed to be hanging out with the team. David Robinson, Tony Parker, Manu Ginobili, they're all in Texas. I think my camera moved at some point tonight. I don't know when that happened, but probably hit my table at some point. All right, Thunderball up by 28, 6.5 minutes to go. And Wemby has checked out of the game and probably not coming back in. The old bricklayer himself, Zach Collins, is in the game. Wow, they can't miss from three. Case and Walter, the Thunder are on fire from three. RDM, it's expensive to get out to Texas. We'll see. Collins gets in the paint. Hey, Collins with his first dunk of the night.
Thunder Dunk of Justice.
You know, it's not a scar. I'd rather have Penny Mills over John Wall, too. At this point. Yeah, I'd rather have a former Spur with championship experience with this franchise to help coach the young guys than, you know, John Wall's a great player. He's always injured, though. Hasn't he missed like 2 out of the last 4 years? A rare missed 3 by Wiggins, but Giddey gets the putback. And Chet versus Wemby is over for the night. But it was a lot of fun there in the fourth quarter, seeing them go at it, like really go at it. Champagne with well for the Spurs. Why is Devin Vassell still in there? Vassell will drive, gets the layup. Why is Devin out there? Why Rich Devin out there? Put somebody else in, Pop. Seriously? Get your starter out of the game. Josh Giddey goes in there, tries to get a dunk and gets blocked. Williams right now, it's ball for the Thunder. We'll pass it off to Wallace. Wallace's 3 is no good. A fight for the board. Board falls in the hands of Giddey. Why is Josh Giddey still in there? Why are the Thunder playing a starter? Aaron Wiggins for 3. It's good. Wow, we are getting smoked now. Oh my goodness. Moses, we need a lot more. We need a lot than more just rebounds. We need some milk. Vassell drives, Payne gets the layup. I don't understand why Devin's in there. We're going to have a timeout, and I got to think the Thunder are pulling whatever starters they have on the floor, which I think it's just Josh Giddey. Pop's got to be pulling Vassell at this point. Yes, Zach, yeah, I know he's in Atlanta. Yeah, a terrible game, Jared. Our last nationally televised game, I'm not counting NBA TV, and we're going to go out with the blowout. The Thunder are killing their three-pointers tonight. They are hitting everything from beyond the arc. I got to think they're shooting about 50%. I'm going to check the stats right now while we're in a timeout, but I think the Thunder are shooting 50%. They are on fire. Let's pull it up. Oklahoma City is 17-38. That's around 45%, so just under 50%. The Spurs are shooting 6-26, 23%. Wow. That is bad. By the way, Champagny has 0 points and Sohan has 2. So 2 of our starters are combined 1 of 10 from the field for 2 points. How the hell are you going to win a game in the NBA when 2 of your starters go for 2 points? We've been outscored every quarter, by the way, in this game. Every quarter. Every quarter. We are 11 thumbs up away from 200. If y'all could help the channel get to 200, I would greatly appreciate you. And if you're a Spurs fan, you haven't done so, make sure to subscribe button too. We have an absolutely wonderful Spurs community. Dare I say, the best Spurs community on YouTube. Would love to have you join it. That's the button there, and this is the button here. Right here.
Go Spurs, go! Go Spurs, go!
All right, let's get back to the chat. We can beat the Blazers. In DC 715, he still could win Rookie of the Year. I know the Thunder are a winning team. Rookie of the Year is not based on team performance. It's based on individual performance. And Chet Holmgren is not the best player on the Thunder. That is SGA. I think even Thunder fans would agree to that. Wemby's clearly the best player on the Spurs already. Never betting on the Spurs again? I wouldn't. I would have bet on the Spurs. Lama Vassell's... A lot of people thought, hey, Vassell All-Star team? No. He's not making an All-Star game. Not this year. Nets couldn't be... Jared, what's happening to the Nets? They are absolutely falling apart right now. Do you guys have injuries or just that bad? I honestly don't know. Yep, Theo, Chip England's really helped turn. I mean, I don't know. I can't give all the credit for him, but they are shooting great. You got to think he's part of that. Okay, so King, this is a one-off year. I don't think these jerseys are coming back. And I can't imagine they were killing the sales with these City Edition jerseys. So these will be one and dones. Done like Collins, exactly, Tech Blitz. Nets have been garbage. Okay. Hi, Czech Torres. Good evening to you. Isaac, I don't remember what happened with Chip. I don't know if his contract expired. I don't think it was anything bad. He just ended up parting ways. We still have 446 of this. Rookie of the Year is Wemby. Got to stop with the stupid team. Yes, James. A lot of you are saying Chet, Rookie of the Year because the Thunder have a better record. Rookie of the Year has nothing to do with that. MVP does. Rookie of the Year does not. And if the voters have a half a brain, they should realize that Chet is benefiting greatly from the roster he is on. Wemby is being hampered by the roster he's on. Chet is getting to play with an MVP-type player in SGA. Wemby's got Julian Champagny. Come on. And half the season, he didn't even have a point guard. They were running the Jeremy Sohan, Malachi Branham experiment, which failed miserably on both ends. That runner is no good by, I don't know who the hell that is for the Thunder. That guy. We are deep into garbage territories. I don't recognize a lot of the players on the court for the Thunder. I recognize all the Spurs because I'm a Spurs fan. Osmond for 3 good. Blake Wesley's still in there for whatever reason. I guess just to get some practice. Practice? We know about practice. Not the game. Practice. Thunder ball. And that is Aaron Wiggins in the paint. Gets the layup. Man, they are just smashing. Oh, I forgot a bucket for the Spurs. I put a bucket on the wrong side. 128.99. Like it matters. We're getting killed. Devontae Graham is in the game. Rare Devontae Graham sighting. Toss it out to Blake Wesley. Wesley's going to drive and turn the ball over. A little sloppy there. I don't like watching games like this either. PT2. I hate it. Absolutely hate seeing our guys getting crushed like this. But Chet's team is winning. He is the Rookie of the Year. Lou Williams said that. He does realize Rookie of the Year is not a team performance, right? Like, you guys can... We've been making fun of Shaq tonight because the joke is apparently he doesn't like Wemby. Shaq has said Wemby's even Rookie of the Year over Chet. I think one of the best questions, I think Kenny Smith asked, if you put Victor Wembanyama on the Oklahoma City Thunder and take Chet Holmgren away, are the Thunder better? And they all universally agreed, yes. That dude's some white guy for the Thunder just scored. I don't know who that is. Pakabuski, Puck, whatever. Wesley in the paint, jumper good, and one. Go, Blake. Oh, with Blake Wesley, it's usually an and none because Blake Wesley cannot shoot free throws. What's up? SJ is done for the night. His team is up by 30. Mr. Savage, he's benefiting from the system. I'm glad you didn't go. Hugh, nice channel name. Wemby and OKC, it's NBA Finals. Poca? Is that his name? Poca? All right. Wesley hit a free throw. Holy crap. Hell is frozen over. Axis, it is hurting us a lot, but we probably would still be losing. Maybe not by this much, though. Hot check. I don't think we're going to make any moves. I really don't. As we have a dunk by Case and Wallace and one. Ron Bergen would score against us. Carlos Jeter, como está? You are stopping in. I'm surprised you are still up, my friend. Phil, I was actually just thinking that. The arena is empty. It's absolutely empty tonight. I'm sorry. I mean, at least you got to see Wemby versus Chet for a while, and that was a lot of fun. But man, this Spurs team just can't. Devontae Graham for 3. Just can't put it together. I'm happy Blake is playing fairly well, though. I'm happy he's getting a chance. Wallace pull-up jumper. Dang. Kaysen Wallace is having a good game against us. Aaron Wiggins. Adriel, Aaron Wiggins in the game. And yes, we did see Wemby bully Chet. That was great. Ball's going to go out of bounds. It's going to stay with the Spurs 14 on the shot clock. Or Jackie Moon. A lot of people feel that way, Ozzy. You're not alone. ESPN hotheads. Chet elevates players around him. Wemby doesn't elevate or levitate very well. Really? Is that what they're saying? If you notice, Wemby went at Chet and I punked him. Chet never challenged Wemby one time. It looked like, yes, Wemby was challenging Chet a lot more. And Aaron Wiggins would have dunked in the paint. Jared? Yes. And RDM? I agree.
Oh, darkness, my friend. I've come to talk with you again. Because the Spurs are losing so badly. And you know we're losing by 30. It won't be, still doesn't get many minutes every game. Cause he's on a minutes restriction.
My clock's not moving. I'm over here clowning. Less than a minute to go. No, do not put the Spurs in Las Vegas. And Lee, I know you do not believe that Wemby sucks. If you say the Spurs suck, I don't have much to argue that point. But Wemby definitely does not suck. Joe Wieskamp, I don't know where he is. Is he still in the NBA? Champagny for 3. Hey, garbage time Champagny coming through. Hits a shot in garbage time like he always does. NBA and ESPN channel posting Victor highlights, not Chet's. OKC shooting 70% tonight. Odashevsky, is that the dude's name? I don't know who the hell that is. Wieskamp's in Austin, okay. Ozzy, I don't know how I do it. Champagny for 3, no good. And Thunder should just hold on to the ball, and they will. That's the end of the game. There is nobody left in the crowd. Everybody's gone. I think I just heard the Thunder have a second night of a back-to-back, and they just did this to us. Please hit the thumbs up on the way out. I'm going to go over the end-of-game stats because that's what we do here. We almost outscored them in the fourth quarter. They only outscored us 40-38. They outscored us in every other quarter. The Spurs lose by 26. 140-114. Congratulations to any Thunder fans in the chat. You guys look really legit this year. Might be able to do some damage in the playoffs. That being said, Victor Wembanyama is Rookie of the Year. I'm saying it right now. I might be wrong. And if Chet gets it, I will congratulate him and also make a rage video at the same time. For the Thunder, Holmgren with 17 points, 9 rebounds, 3 assists, 1 steal, 3 blocks in 30 minutes of action. Jalen Williams with 13, SGA with 32 and 10 assists and 2 steals. Giddey with 12, and Dort had a very quiet night, only 2 off the bench. Everybody played for the Thunder, it appears. Johnson with 0, Williams with 6, Pokusevsky with 2, Burton, I know Bertans was out there, he had a 3. Williams with 7, Joe with 9, Wiggins huge off the bench with 22, Mitchich with 2, and Walls with 13. Thunder hit 45% of the threes tonight and finished the night shooting 56% from the field. For our San Antonio Spurs, Champagny was awful. He had 3 points. His only shot he made was in garbage time. Jeremy Sohan was awful tonight. 2 points on 1 of 7 shooting. Wemby had 24 points, 12 rebounds, 4 assists, and 4 blocks. I would say he won this matchup. His team didn't win. I'm not sure what else you expect the guy to do. Vassell was also solid tonight. 21 points, 5 boards, and 7 assists. Wesley, in his first NBA career start, got 28 minutes. Actually, he was perfect from the field. 5 of 5, hit his only 3. Still terrible from the line. 1 of 3, finished with 12 points, 4 rebounds, 6 assists, no steals, 1 block. He did have 4 turnovers, so he did struggle with turnovers tonight. He's also playing a very good team. So, man, the team as a whole had 18 turnovers. So the team struggled with turnovers. But, for his first start, I thought he was okay. He's only going to get better in time. Zach Collins off the bench had 10. He still sucks. Mamu with 4. McDermott with 8. Osman with 9. Kelvin, quiet night. We need more out of him. 3 of 8 from the field, 7 points. He's been disappearing a lot lately off the bench. Only 19 minutes as well. He's really... I wonder if he is going to get traded. Is he falling out of favor with the Spurs? Are they cutting his minutes to protect from injuries? I'm just saying. I don't know. Graham with 3, and Brandon actually had a solid game. Malcolm had one of his better games of the year. Granted, he had a minus 28, but he had 11 points on 3 of 5 shooting, 3 rebounds, 2 assists, 2 steals, and a block. So nice to see him play better off the bench. That being said, we lost by 26. This team does not play defense. Everyone should be on the trading block except Wemby. Yeah. Son of Scar, it's rough having only one weapon. Yep. And Carl, I thought Luka was going to be good, and boy, did he not pan out. 2 thumbs up away from 200. So before we go, would love it if you get us to 200, my friends. Would greatly appreciate it. Collins does suck, and DM us at Soft Warriors. Sohan's been very inconsistent. Another player, very inconsistent. Some games he looks great. Other games, like this, just doesn't get anything done offensively. Good luck, Carlos. Wish you the best on that interview. I'm going to call it a night as it's midnight where I am, so I need to get my butt to bed. So thank you all for being here. Appreciate you. Until next time, on behalf of myself, Selena, Grogu, and the sleeping baby Coyote, what you going to do when TSR Sports runs wild on you? Go Spurs, go!